Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Karsh the Goblin, this is the Goblin Cave, and we're back with Saints and Sinners for our 11th episode, as we're not quite in hell yet, but we're certainly heading down that road. We have a full cast with us today, but before we get into them, just a heads up that if you're watching on YouTube, and you like the video, press like. If you dislike the video, press like, because it's nice to do things like that. You can also leave a comment down below. Every comment's appreciative unless it's something really rude, so every comment except for rude comments are appreciative. But yeah, it all helps the channel, and you can also subscribe and do the bell thing, and who knows, YouTube will just do what it wants anyway. You can support the channel as well when we're doing live shows like this by donating. Every $1 or per 100 bits you donate, do a hashtag of who the person is, and we'll actually give that person a chat dice. It feels really strange that I'm actually one of the players in this game, so please donate, because you can donate it to me, but everyone else is probably better. But how it works is the chat dice starts with D4, goes to D6, D8, D10, D12. If it goes past D12, the GM gets a D20, and it goes pretty much every valuation. If the person doesn't use it and a donation goes to somebody else, well, that person then gets it and gets the increased value. So that's pretty much it. Our intro music and our break music and our credits music is from Syrinscape, which is amazing. Check them out at syrinscape.com. We are working on integrating Syrinscape into the full campaign and whatnot. Just some technical difficulties as I'm not GMing, and it's kind of a weird thing to kind of do. But yeah, we're working on it. Hopefully soon. So that's about everything. Let's go to the cast members.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
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 Oh boy, this is going to be one of those weeks, it seems.
Where we left off last week? I should hope so.
We all have cabin fever right now. We're going slowly.
I got cabin. A little bit. I'm going to be part of 4 D&D games a week. That's how my quarantine's going.
It's more like
I'm running this campaign twice. One here, one for my group of friends. That same group of friends, another guy is DMing. He's continuing the campaign that I played at university with them. And then I'm joining another campaign on Roll20, which is my old D&D society, who are starting up a new campaign because everyone can't play together. And so, yeah, I'm slowly losing control over my life, but what else is new?
That was happening before the quarantine.
True.
You don't need control of your life.
No, just got an excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I'm still got ice packs and stuff, so that's kind of what you'll see in the background. Sorry about that. I may convert to a heat pack later in the other side of the show. So that's still going on. But I got to sleep in my bed for the first time in about a month. Like a full night's sleep, which was painful and interrupted, but yay.
Still full night's sleep.
Wow, it was kind of half a night. I was up late for good reasons. Good reasons.
Yeah.
I have a cat still.
I have a dog.
Is that like a bad thing that you have a cat still? Is that like you want to get rid of the cat? I know people.
He's my baby.
Get paid shipping. I'll take them.
Yeah, ship him to the US. See how that works out for him.
Yes, the cat comes here, just like Bill Schroeder thing, and he just goes.
If there's bans on, if I'm just trying to think, like, there's bans on travel at the moment, but is that for animals? Can animals get around that?
I don't think so.
Animals having the time of their lives right now. They're taking vacations, going everywhere.
I have heard that
it's literally the plot of Toy Story. But
Isn't it? Isn't it that dogs can't contract it?
I don't think people know.
Because remember who
Either
let
way,
the dogs out?
I mean, I don't let my dogs drink Corona anyways, so it doesn't really.
Anyway,
okay.
On.
Yep. Let's do our introduction. So, my name is Karsh the Goblin. I am playing Sir Warwick Thorne, the very broken old soldier And that's probably, essentially he's ended up in Baldur's Gate because when you're in a downward spiral, you end up in the biggest shithole possible, and Baldur's Gate is pretty much that. The biggest shithole possible for someone that is broken. Mr. Live Producer?
Mr. Live Producer, I play your Dwarven Barbarian, Burlock Ungart. And I spend my days hitting blocks and doing video production. And as you can see, there's not much video production, but I love D&D. Who's next beside me? Is it Emmy?
And the dice,
Yes, it is
the
Emmy.
dice also
Yeah.
in your frame is also indicating that your character has inspiration because
Oh,
we
okay.
finally set it up
Yes.
in the overlay. Once you use it, it goes away.
You're the reason in my
So,
life.
Emmy?
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emmy. I play Ava, the human monk, and we're here to kick some butt. I've got to remember what happened last time. I should have.
I got you covered.
Yeah, I should have reviewed my book before we started this. Oh yeah, Chair Senpai.
Oh yeah, I remember Shadow Something.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
fuck.
need to get a couple of googly eyes for my thing.
On your chair.
Yeah. Well, considering I have googly eyes on my VR headset and other things.
And we need to get a proper diary. And you can always get
Yeah.
your Saints and Sinners diary from our merch store.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the plug. Oh, it was easy
Yeah.
segue.
They'll match my bracelet.
yeah. Very nice.
Oh, a nice bracelet.
And Will?
Oh, yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Will. I play Ash, the Fire Genasi Artificer. Ficer? Is it Ficer or Fisser?
I fixed
Artificer?
it.
Out of
Apparently.
Well, it could be either. It could be either, depending on your accent.
But there's
Oh,
apparently a
accent.
specific spelling, which is now fixed.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Because you can say artifice or artifice.
Artifice?
The art of artifice or artifice. I think it's artifice. Artificer? But artifice sounds better. I don't
Artifice
fucking
is
know.
better.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato. I am. I play Ash.
Jaguar, jaguar.
Jaguar. Yeah, I play Ash, the Fire Genasi Tomato, and we do.
Wouldn't it be the tomato artificer? Because she's red.
tomato. Sorry, tomato. I remember. Our tomato.
Tomato Ficer.
Tomato.
I
Fuck
play
off.
her, and she's rough and tough. She's fun, lots of fun to play. I'm enjoying my time here, man. I hope everyone enjoys the episode today. Yeah, and Marco.
And coming at you from the darkness, I am Sky Blue Shinx, your dungeon master for tonight. Also just known by Marco. And if we're all ready, let's dive right in.
Whoa.
So let's get some
go.
appropriate music. I think the song titled
Session
Existential Dread is a good track to play.
Yes.
What about Life is Meaningless? Have you heard about that one?
The meaning of life? Always look on the bright side of life.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere.
Does anyone else like just the way I wrote that word?
Not last time. All right. go ahead.
When last we left our heroes, Ash the Genasi Artificer, Ava the Human Monk, Burlock the Dwarf Barbarian, and Warwick the Human Paladin, the party, investigating the devilish conspiracy beneath Baldur's Gate, delved beneath the villa of the affluent Van Thamper family in searching for answers. With the help of Rhea Mantlemorn, Holy Knight of the missing city of Elturel, they rescued prisoners, fought an intense battle with the devil-worshipping family, and having captured them, rescued the High Priest Thavius Krieg from Elturel. The man, acting suspicious and untrustworthy, was put to the question, and after an intimidating display, he, giving in to his guilt, spilled all. Thavius Krieg betrayed his city and condemned Elturel to hell. No sooner when this fact was revealed, Thalmara Van Thamper, Duchess of Baldur's Gate and leader of this devilish conspiracy, spontaneously burst into violent flame in a mad fit of possession where she was being held, going out in a blaze of hellish fire and bringing the roof of the stable down upon her and her son, Ambric. So, you stand shell-shocked as the stable has collapsed before you. I would like everyone, except for you, Ava, because you weren't there, you stayed behind. I would like everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Asking the dwarves
Can I
for a
say
wisdom saving
after the
throw.
loud noise, Ava probably heads off to.
Yes.
She's like, oh, that was a loud noise. They might be in trouble.
Damn.
Burlock, you are
No, wait.
considered frightened, and you cannot approach this stable. In fact, you are under the frightened condition, meaning you cannot approach the stable. The rest of you, it just collapsed on top of your prisoners. What are you doing?
He's in there. We've got to go inside. Let's go.
Let's get him. Just dive in and.
Okay.
Rush inside.
How are you going to do this? What ability score would you like to use to clear out this rubble?
I would like to.
This is kind of a skill check challenge.
I want to power through and try to make sure that like everything's moving. I can move things like lift everything's above, so it's gonna be strength or athletics.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, well, make an athletics check then.
Same here. Just using brute
Alright.
power, not thinking.
Just.
Oh no.
So weak.
It's you're struggling, and there is a lot of rubble here. You're having to pull bits of planks of wood, pull it, and you're having a tough time. At this point, Ava, you now rush out, and you see the smoldering ruins of the stable. Burlock, eyes wide, like almost paralyzed in shock, and the other two, and Fallister as well is helping. He'll start digging through.
Burlock, what happened?
He's just not rolling.
She lit up in flames, and it fell in. Everything's unholy. It's cursed.
Make another wisdom save.
Chirpy, get over here. Burlock, come on.
Can I go over and help?
At this point, you kind of shake yourself out of it, and you're like, no, and you can now at this point help with the skill search. So everyone, let's make another go of it. Athletics checks to help clear this rubble.
Is there still fire?
Please.
There is still fire. It's smoldering now, but it's mostly been smothered by the collapsing roof. But there are still a few embers there, not enough to be an obstruction, but it is still smoldering.
Okay.
At this point, you're getting there. You start to clear out, and you see a burned hand at this point, just kind of sticking out.
He's over here.
Is it all of him or just his hand?
Come on, someone
Pick up
just
the
help him.
rock.
Come on.
All right.
Try
Make one final athletics check to get him out.
Yeah.
Just Emmy or everyone?
Anyone who wants to help.
All right.
I'm not looking.
That's fine. Particularly with that 23, Warwick, suddenly you pull away the debris, and you see Amric there, and he looks almost like Two-Face now. Half his body is horrifically burnt. Half his hair is missing and charred on one side, and he is completely he is out completely, and you're not quite sure whether he's still alive or not, and he looks just awful.
First
Can I
things
do a
first.
medicine check?
Yeah,
may.
medicine checks.
I got 5, so I should be better for that one.
Yeah, I'll do a
Mine
little medicine
medicine.
check as well.
Mine's 3. So.
20. 15, so 20.
Lay on hands, right. You lean down, and you hear, ever so faintly, just the most gentle of heartbeats. You managed to get him out. For every failed group skill check would have been a failed death save.
Oh.
You managed to get him out, and you quickly lay on hands and heal him. He recovers that hit point, but he's still out cold. He's gonna take a lot more to bring him back to consciousness.
Is he free enough from the rubble that I can pick him up?
You can at this point, yes.
I carefully pick him up and bring him over,
Right.
away from the rubble.
Everyone also make a perception check.
That's interesting.
I'm too distracted.
Yes, you are. In fact, yep. You distracted. You pull him back. Noticeably, Rhea has not left the building.
Yep, she didn't come out with us.
Yep, she didn't come out.
Oh no, I shouldn't have left her.
Did we break her enough to kill him?
I hope so.
No one knows.
So Amric now pulled out. He is now lying there on the grass, half his body burnt to shit, and a dull sense of dread and silence comes over
We
you.
need
What
to
is?
take him to a cleric.
He's alive, right? He's alive, right, soldier?
Just.
Just barely.
A little bit, but at least he looks like his brother now.
But burned to shit. Is his brother burned to shit upstairs too?
The other one, the big one.
Oh,
Mortlock.
the one that.
Oh, crap. Shit. Where's Rhea?
Yeah, Ava, where's Rhea?
I left her back.
With the person who probably killed her city.
Shit. All right. Stay here. Burlock, and me. Let's go inside and see if we need to stop her if she's gonna do something. Peppy, you
He's
stay
a
here.
little dwarf just running in his little short legs.
You run in, and you find her sitting outside the door. She's pulled up just one of the chairs in the hallway, and she's got her back, sat with the back to the door into the room with Fabius. Her sword is out. She's point on the floor. She's resting her hands on the hilt, on the pommel of the sword, eyes down, and she looks up at you with a dark expression, and she just looks at you quizzingly.
Rhea.
Can I roll an insight on her if there's any change in her demeanor?
You may, yeah.
Thank you.
Can I also do that too?
Yes, you may both roll insight.
Sounds good.
So what would that be?
14. Here we go.
Where's my insight?
Ash, she's hard to read.
There it is, insight. Please be decent. Nope.
But you don't even care. You just saw a fucking woman explode. You don't care. What are you doing?
Rhea, is everything all right? Just outside, the Van Dampers, something's going on outside. The fucking mistress blew up.
Unholy is unholy.
We need to ask. Where's Davius? Where is he?
He's inside. Trust me, I'm not letting him get anywhere.
He's still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
He hasn't burned up into big giant flames yet.
Exploded.
She kind of like pushes the door in, and you hear as she pushes the door, and you hear gentle sobbing coming from the other room. She closes it. No, he's still alive for now.
Good. Questions are going to be asked, and we need to at least have some understanding. We don't want what happened there to happen here.
I agree, but
your countrymen are outside the gates. We don't know how large this is going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. We need to protect. Even if you have problems with other people, protect your city, protect the people.
And you say Thalmara's dead?
Well,
pieces of us scattered across the courtyard.
I assuming whatever being she is subservient to probably didn't want her alive, or maybe her pride. She probably begged for death. Who can say?
Either way, there's only 3 people now who know anything about this. Well, 4 actually, but beside the point. There's the brothers and Thaddeus. We need answers.
We need answers now.
At this point, outside, Warwick and Ava, you start hearing a banging on the gates, and you hear, "City Guard, let us in!"
We need to take Amric to
The banging continues, and it goes from being a gentle knock to a more forceful boof. Boof.
So I take Amric And I turn to you. You need to let them in because I need to get past.
I know. They're going to smash us if we don't. As you're walking off Ramwick, I just give him a few more hit points, just to head to his room. So
the
I know it's going to take
the
them.
burns now are not as they're not as weeping wounds anymore. They're starting to dry up now.
5 in total.
Yeah.
Okay. And I go to the gate and I wait for them to, they're hitting and just wait for the time to open it as they hit, just for the comic relief.
Okay.
Just so they hit when it's open.
I want you do so, and you open the door and they kind of charge through with their shields and kind of stumble. And immediately spears are pointed in your direction, and from behind crossbows. Heard an explosion!
There was an
What's
accident.
going on? Who are you?
There was an accident. Please, I need to take him to a cleric.
But gods, you keep an eye on this lot. And like a couple of guards, they keep their crossbows trained on the both of you, whilst another one rushes over to Amric's side and says, "The fuck happened here?"
We're not even sure ourselves.
No matter. Get this one to a temple now. The rest of you stay here. And a couple of guards, they kind of run along and sort of gingerly pick up Amric.
Wait, I'm sure I'm faster.
Are you faster? Are you stronger?
I can carry him. I am carrying him right now.
No, you ought to stay here for questioning. We will be back. Our men can handle this. And they head off expediently. You notice there is a fairly large temple quite nearby, this being a high district. Amric is hurriedly shuttled away by the city guard. And what are you doing on the Duchess's property? And why was there an explosion? Start talking.
So are you addressing me?
Yes!
Where do we even begin? Jeez.
Let's see. Well, we're here, liberating a diplomat. Well, actually not a diplomat per se, but the leader of Eltrail, the high priest, etc., emperor, etc., who was under the imprisonment of this lady, who was also worshipping some very nasty people who have been investigating because, let's just say, the cult situation in the city has been a bit poor of late, and that's what we were charged to investigate. Apparently, it was her leading them all and encouraging them all. Temple's down below if you want to have a look.
I want you to make a persuasion check.
Okay. None of it's a lie. I'll keep going. Pretty crappy rolls, but I'll keep going
That's
with
crappy roll.
everything else. That's a crappy roll, yeah. And talk about the temples, talk about the Parson sewers, the money lending, and the fact that they were all in custody until she blew up. She started spouting demonic, quite abyssal demonic. It's one of the two. And she started floating. She then started burning, and then she blew up the coach house, stables, where we had to rescue her son.
I did. And at this point, one of the guards turns and says, "That scream, it wasn't natural."
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Go, you there, stay right there, do not move, or this crossbow bolt is going straight through your fucking forehead. You, find a way downstairs and have a look.
Do you want directions on how to go downstairs? Because there's a secret one down under the rubble in the stables, but that's probably not going to be accessible right now. That goes straight into the temple, but the other way is through the kitchen, where the diplomat is. Would you like to take all my weapons off first?
Good idea. Dump them on the ground.
Okay.
Right by your feet.
I pull out my sword.
Yep.
My one sword.
Fallister at this point also kind of raises his hand. He pulls out the dagger that it was given him, and he kind of drops it to the ground.
Oh,
Only
yay.
one?
Easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
my thoughts are
How many did you give him?
quite a few because he was starting to throw
Yeah,
them, so I gave him.
he'll take the other ones out of his belt and
I'll
drop
kind
them
of
on the
hint
ground.
that like there's more. Come on, do the others, and we'll play
We're
nice
not
and.
here for trouble.
I'll direct him through, and I'll direct whoever I need to.
You do this under duress. The crossbow bolt is never not pointed at you.
But
You sift through the rubble, you find that trapdoor, and one of the guards heads down into it.
Mhm.
In fact, a couple of them go down.
Yeah.
And one of them stays by waiting in silence. The other two come up and say, of all the fucked up shit, I did not expect to see that.
Yeah.
He's right.
You didn't see her explode. Actually,
There's
technically, I didn't.
There's some fucking devil shit down there.
And the thing, you didn't even see the devils which we had to combat down there. They disappeared once they were killed. They went back to their plane once they were killed. Did you find the room?
Right. Search this house. Bring out anyone who's still alive.
We've got
Call for
I yell from
reinforcements.
across the yard. We've got 3 people inside.
Four.
Like 4 people inside.
And a dignitary.
That's the same.
At
Five,
this
actually.
point, after a while, the guards rush in. Everyone is brought outside, including the still weeping Thavius. And the guards they're kind of at a bit of a loss of what to do at this moment. Over time, over the course of that evening, you are directed to a cell in the upper city where you spend the night, all in separate cells. And in the morning, you wake up to a familiar sound. Ting, 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 ting.
Ah, the sound of
Wakey, wakey! If it isn't, this is a bit of deja vu, isn't
I
it?
was about to say, am I?
Before we continue on, do we get long rest?
Are we gonna pull one of those like where it was all a dream?
You can, yes, you can all get a long
Thank
rest
you.
from this.
Yay!
Sorry about that. Ding, 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 ding.
This is bring back memories.
5 more minutes. Oh, fuck that. 10 more minutes. It's been a hell of a night. Literally.
Unfortunately, you don't have the luxury of 10 more minutes, my dwarven friend. You must all submit to questioning. The high guard of the city wants to know what the fuck's going on.
What?
Yeah,
Asking
that's
us?
fair.
What do you mean?
You're witnesses, aren't you? You were there.
That
Don't
doesn't
worry.
matter.
Witness? You never heard of a witness testimony?
You said question.
Normally, I'm trying to stay away from the witnesses, but beside the point. Let's come on.
Well, it's a bit beyond that point at this moment. But don't
So what
worry.
happened?
Flame Fist has got your back to a certain extent. Can't promise anything.
No, you don't.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think the son might want to confess.
Which
I don't
one?
know what
Amric.
the other one, the skinny one.
The one with the broken arm. That one. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah.
there's,
How's his arm?
It seemed like he'd crack under pressure. So they
he'll
probably-
live. He'll live. Don't you worry. He'll live. He'll live. He'll live.
It's just a broken arm. We'll get over it.
Is Amric alive? Is he
Yeah,
fine?
what happened to Amric?
He's let's say he's a little, came down with a little case of the comatose, shall we say. Might be a while for him, but I think his brother or half brother or whatever is you saw that, and you noticed actually when the guards went around to collect all of you last night, they did bring the sort of semi-lucid Thirstwell downstairs, and Thirstwell saw Amric from the window, and he saw everything that happened from the window because he had just about woken up, still not in a fit state to go anywhere. But yeah, he's aware. So, for the sake of expediency, you're brought, the four of you, Rhea and Fallister, are brought to the High Hall within Elturel, a big building with a sort of circular. It's almost shaped like a wrench. There's a big sort of long, narrow part with a curved area at the back. There's a sort of garden in the back. But instead of any public court, you were brought into a sort of a darker room where you are questioned, all of you. And the Duke Porter is there, kind of listening in on anyone. The last remaining Duke in Baldur's Gate. And all is revealed. You tell your witness story of how you were told to investigate this as a neutral party. Captain Zodge is questioned. And Thabius is questioned, but they don't give a shit about Elturel. They're like, not our business. We care about Baldur's Gate. You're not involved. They question him about Thalmara and the goings on beneath the house. A lot of evidence is taken from that basement, and you spend one more night incarcerated after a day of questioning before you are
Executed.
released.
Oh. Okay, released is better.
Released from life. Right.
Just so we don't want to roleplay a whole day of you recounting the entire events of the campaign up to this point. So
That's fair.
You don't want.
Rewatch
You
the
don't want.
YouTube video.
Belloc to-
have you been
Recap
keeping notes? Let's
episode.
find out.
Let's find out next time.
What about
Recap.
because I know we saved the other. We was two prisoners down the bottom. There was
another
Stabby
notable.
Stab Man and the other noble.
The other noble, she wasn't found. She vanished from the scene
Oh my god.
before the nobles could find her.
She'd left.
That is so suspicious.
Oh,
How,
okay.
She asked her some questions. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care about her. All right. Oh, we're still in the upper
And-
city.
You are removed from the upper city. You are, and custody of Thabius is given to Rhea. They said, Elturel, not our business. We don't care. Do with him what you will. At which point, Rhea is kind of escorting handcuffed Thabius down to the Basilisk Gate.
What are we gonna do with him? What are you gonna do with him?
I'm going to give him a proper trial.
In front of his own people?
No, they don't want to see that. And to be entirely honest, they don't want to know the cause of their plight.
But isn't the truth always best?
Thavius?
The
Not-
truth of the leader of their city destroying their protection and giving these people to, well, this shithole of the universe.
I walk over to Thabius. Do you know any way to get back Altoro?
Kind of. No.
Do you know
The-
anywhere that we
the-
can start?
Contract is. The contract has to be voided, and the power to do so lies solely with Zariel. It's
Where's
Lost.
your contract?
The box.
No,
No.
that could be for Baldur's Gate.
He nods.
Oh.
Right.
So,
Is there anywhere we can go? At this point, as you've been heading out, have been instructed to meet with Captain Zodge on his where you first met him, on the walls by the Basilisk Gate, and this is where you're
Yeah,
headed
we
right
can-
now.
Yeah, we can probably get him
Is
locked up
there a
with
way?
the flaming fist.
So I missed that. I missed that last part.
We can probably get him locked up. Get the flaming fist to lock him up because we don't exactly have anywhere else to take him.
That could be an option.
Well,
You
It'll be an actual jail cell.
somebody
And
walk on.
it'll
It's
be a
less
jail
nicer
cell,
than the
which
ones we were
is.
just in.
I was going to say actually the opposite, a more fitting jail cell, which is not going to be as nice. But
Yeah, that's the point.
yeah, but either way, look, you've been nice. Well, if you need help, we can still be there. But just don't.
She turns to you at that point with almost a surprised look on her face. Thank you, Warwick. That does mean a lot. Thank you.
is there a way that we could get in touch with you? Or where you'll be?
I don't know. I don't know where I'll go.
Well, how about stick around
this-
until we
at-
finish?
You walk as you're walking up. You eventually reach the walls of the city, where you find a guard standing by the tower entrance, who step aside for you, and you
Move
make your
along.
way up.
Hero's journey. Heroes passing through.
Heroes. If only.
They give you a look as if to say, "Don't push your luck, sunshine." And you make your way up, and you find Captain Zodge waiting for you. Well, that was all three ways of fucked. But I suppose you did your job. So, as promised, your payment. But first, your badges, please.
Oh, I liked being a
I toss it
God.
on the floor.
Flicks it at him.
pass it off.
That wasn't very polite now, was it, dwarf? And he bends to pick it up.
No, I flick it at him, so it's like a
Oh,
coin.
all right. Okay.
Oh, well, I drop it on the floor. I just like,
Each of you are given by just one of the lackeys stand to the side. Each gain 500 gold. And he sort of... Now, it'd probably be for the best if you leave this city. You are responsible, whether justly or not, for the death and destruction of a family of a duchess. And people, her allies, and people who are still unbelieving of this testimony are going to be after your heads. It's going to take a damn long time to regain control of this city and bring things back to some semblance of order. But I do believe that this main threat has been, for the most part, taken care of. Now, what are you going to do with this one? And he points to Thavius. And Rhea says, by your leave, sir, I would have him put on trial. Very well. Leave him with us. No. I would try him here now with a figure of authority as a witness. All right. She turns and she draws her longsword. Thavius Krieg, you are hereby charged with high treason, with mass murder, with conspiring with devils and other fiendish kind, and of conspiring to commit acts of genocide. On all 4 counts, I find you guilty and sentence you to die. And she raised her sword and in one fell swoop, just lops off his head. She grabs his cloak, wipes her blade clean, and...
Objection? Too late, huh?
A bit late.
All right, miss. Very impressive. Could you please get this fucking cadaver out of my office?
Can I loot the corpse?
It is already...
Guys. Oh my god.
It's
No
already...
one's gonna stop you.
There's nothing to loot. There is nothing to loot. Anything that was remotely of worth was stripped of him in questioning.
That would be a completely Burlock thing to say because it's just 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm seeing if he's actually dead.
It's his head is separated from his body. You're pretty damn
The
sure he's
shit
dead.
that we've seen, I don't trust it.
Well, he's not floating. He hasn't blown up yet, so that's a good sign.
Yet.
You
Torps
glance
is on.
You glance to the side, and the shadow cast by his body is now normal. The devilish, the omnipresent horns and wings, which followed him wherever he went, are now gone, and the shadow is normal.
So, Rhea, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Bury him in a shallow grave.
Well, I meant,
At least,
are you going to join the Flaming Fist?
God, no.
Nod over to
I want
George.
to get. I am. I'm going to save a bloody city. Is what I'm going to do. I'm not satisfied with. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm a Hell Rider, for God's sake.
Ava steps forward. I will help you.
Thank you. Truly, that. But this will be dangerous. I can't promise.
I care.
Where's Stabby McStab?
Sorry, but I don't really care.
Fallister, you're not
Alistair,
sure.
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to think because his
At this
mistress
point-
is in Candlekeep.
At this point, sort of Zodge kind of rubs his eyes and goes, "Oh, for God's sake, man!" And two sort of men sort of rush in, stand attention. They kind of do a double take at the headless body in front of them, but then they go, "Sir, find a shallow plot of land to bury this fat fuck in. I don't want this girl dragging a corpse and leaving blood all over the walls. Go on.
It could be an improvement.
Oi, watch it, dwarf."
And
And-
Rhea, what are you going to tell the others? What are you
The
going to
others?
tell the others?
Nothing. They say ignorance is bliss, and I truly believe it now. The knowledge that the great hero which saved the city condemned it, it would cause a true shattering of spirit. And that is what the survivors need more than anything else at this point. Spirit and hope. Naive though it may be, that's what they need.
Have you still got his token of his faith?
She kind of pulls it out of a side pocket. What do I even do with this?
People put great store in symbols. Walk out to your people. Show them the symbol. Tell them he died protecting the city, not disgracing it.
I will not lie to them.
It is not a lie. It is a
Mistruth.
retelling. He died protecting the city.
It's a
You
lie.
protected the city
It's a lie. He didn't.
from him.
No, I won't. Even a twisting of the truth in that way is a lie in and of itself.
He
To
doesn't
make
deserve
someone
it.
believe, to forcibly make someone believe a false truth, no matter how carefully you word yourself, that still is a lie in my books.
Well,
you
tell
need
him
to
you
read
have.
better
I will.
books.
I will say. I don't know. I don't think I'll say anything. I don't. I'm not a public speaker. I'm a fighter.
Well,
I could talk to them.
Please don't.
they need a symbol now. That's what I was trying to say. Something to get them through this point. Tell them the city will return.
Yes.
You will make it your life's mission. You'll tell them that. Give them hope.
We'll get the city back.
That's. I like. That's a much better solution. Yes, I think I'll do that.
And you
At this point-
I'll probably offer them some coin to help things along, maybe. After all, they'll probably need food and stuff like that if they're
What
outside.
happened to our fund? Take it.
I would. Okay, so. I would like retroactively.
Mhm.
You may make a stealth sleight of hand check. Whoever wants to can make a sleight of hand check
To have
Not
kept
me.
the
For
fund.
what?
to see how well you could have hidden the stolen loot so that it wasn't confiscated off you.
Ooh.
I would
Or
like
alternatively, a deception check to convince them to let you keep it.
As it per person, or one person's leading the role with advantage if another person gives them?
It'd
Who,
probably be
Well, seeing I was
Probably
the one that
the
actually
funds.
was looting,
Yeah.
and I was the only one that actually brought stuff up,
Yep.
and I was the only one that brought the 2 chests up as a donation, I wouldn't actually do that.
Yeah. I think
Do you
that
want-
should be you.
Is there a way to give advantage on that one? If one of us just says, "This is
If
for
you-
the war crime." Oh, for the people.
You make a
The
in
war
that-
crime.
if that's
Well,
what
it
you
was a
want to
war
say,
crime.
then you can make it a persuasion check.
Oh, it's
I'll do
it's
the
on.
persuasion,
Okay.
but I wasn't going to lie to say that I'm not going to steal it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'll do
not
the
stealing.
persuasion.
You're
Yeah.
redistributing it.
So I'll do the persuasion. If anyone was backing it up, they'll back it up. But
I'll back it up.
Okay, you can do it with advantage.
otherwise, I was just going to take 400 out of that payment and give it to the people outside the gate.
Okay. The money from the majority of it is taken off you. I would say out of the supplies that you got, you probably were able to keep around 1,000 gold in total from that loot.
That's not too bad.
You kept the shield. They weren't interested in that.
Yep.
And of the money you've been paid, you can do with it as you will. So As you
The broken dagger, the broken thingy, the broken.
that was taken. That was actually yeah. You can keep that as well because they think it's just a broken dagger. They don't care.
Which is on my character sheet.
Yeah.
Who grabbed the gemstones? Was that Ava who grabbed
Either way,
the gemstones?
500 gold to the, 400 gold to the
Did they take
refugees
the gemstones off us?
out of my own funds.
Yes, so the gemstones are taken off you. You managed to keep 1,000 gold pieces worth of
Okay.
mixture of platinum
Sorry.
and gold and
I had Thirstwell's wax seal. I should probably give that back. Okay.
That would have been taken away anyway.
Yeah, I really would have taken that.
as you kind of gathering yourselves on the wall on the office on the walls, Fabius's body is taken away. This woman walks in with a sudden sort of bursting open the door, and she kind of bursts in, Zod! Are these the four who have been causing havoc in this city?
Well, there's 5 of us.
Wouldn't call havoc.
We didn't do anything.
Well, we did
I
things.
just-
but
Zod goes, Lady Porter, I wasn't expecting you for another 10 day. It's fine. My trip home was expedited with magic. You recognize...
Are they another one of the dukes of the city? The one that was away?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Duke Porter is my uncle. Yes.
Oh.
I was based on a Flaming Fist outpost in Chult, and I came back as soon as I heard of the goings-on here. Zod, I will be assuming direct control of the Flaming Fist. I'll be taking control from here, restoring order to this city. The rest of you, dismissed. I have work to be doing. And she takes Zod aside, and they quickly walk back upstairs into one of the higher rooms in the tower to discuss, and you're kind of left there to ponder.
There's a lot of blood on the ground for head chopping.
Begrudgingly, another soldier, Flaming Fist soldier, comes in with a mop and just starts.
Thankfully, we're not part of the
begrudgingly-
Flaming Fist anymore. Otherwise, we'd be ordered to clean that up.
I'll take 100 gold from what I got, and I'll pass it on to the Royal Relief Fund. So you can add an extra 100
Yeah,
to that.
I think I'll do the same. Donate 400 from mine.
Oh, I may donate 100, not 400.
Oh,
I need to buy more stuff, as in healing potions, so I don't die.
I'll donate 200.
Fair enough.
I look at everyone else.
Nothing.
Just looking around, just look at everyone else. Like, well,
Here's a copper.
it was nice. It was nice knowing all of you.
But what are you saying knowing? That's past tense. You're using it in the past
Hey.
tense. We now know
I-
each other.
We're friends
Present tense,
now.
future.
We're
Look,
friends.
I-
Like we
I ignore
brought down a
everyone.
corrupt organization together.
I ignore everyone.
Okay,
I
that's
look
gotta
at
mean something.
I look at Rhea. I just kind of ignore everybody just saying things to me. I look at Rhea and say, "Did Davius really say that he spent this city is going to fall under as well?"
I think that was his plan, but I think whatever was planned here is probably not going to happen anymore.
Do you think?
But
Do you think that's why she exploded? Because she couldn't keep her end of the bargain.
perhaps, I don't know.
We still have questions. I'm not going to let this gold.
She did imply
Had
that her work
questions.
was still going to keep going, even without her. So I think the city's still in danger.
I fear the city will always be in danger.
It's a
Any
shithole.
city could be in danger as long as whatever's going on down there in the infernal planes is allowed to continue.
Well, as much as Baldur's Gate is as Warwick keeps saying, a shithole. It's a shithole that we live in, even though we've been told to get out. But I'm not going to argue about that shit. But do you want what happened to Elturel to happen here? To give the forces of darkness even more soldiers?
I don't want it to happen anywhere.
I just don't want to be here when it happens.
Well, that's a good point.
And seeing we've been kicked out of the city, then that's going to be most likely the case.
Well, we didn't get kicked out. We got suggested that we should probably leave.
Strongly suggested by the former captain of the lower city's guard, who we were just working directly for. Yeah.
We haven't been kicked out.
We talk to Falister, see if we can talk to his mistress, and then we decide from there. There are questions here that need answering, and on a personal note, I want to kill every single son of a... Then you hear this long dwarven sentence. If anyone understands dwarven, you know he's pretty much swearing 5 levels of murder.
I look at.
Do I understand Dwarven? I probably do. Yeah, I do.
And you understand that he's just pretty much calling everyone.
I just pat him on the shoulder.
Because
so, Rhea, are you coming with if we're leaving the city and apparently they're going to...
Of course. I mean, I need to... Like I said, I need to find out how to reverse this. By any means necessary.
Well, the spy
Come, we've been
a few things.
We've been here far too long. By the way, who had the puzzle box?
I do.
Right.
I'm going to do it because I want to. Can I roll a listen? What's listen check for this one?
Perception.
Can I roll perception to see if I can actually hear the loud screaming from the reporter?
New boss.
The new boss yelling at the old boss.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
I'm sure he just hears random yelling.
Correctly.
You don't. It's you hear some strong words and just but yelling, but no screaming. Just an intense discussion happening upstairs.
Yeah.
So,
Doesn't mean she's getting octaves louder.
If we're going to be leaving the city, because we've been asked to, Ash, are you going to need help packing down your workshop?
Yeah. Ash, this is... And
Yes.
she turns...
No.
Ava, turns to work. This is your home.
Me? This is just a shithole I
You're
ended up
two.
in.
This is your homes. Are you okay with leaving?
I need a day. One day. And then I'll be at the gates. Wherever we're heading, I'll be there. I need a day.
If you need help, we can...
No, I don't need help.
I think maybe a day to recuperate might be an idea.
A day is good
Kind of
enough.
all-
does anyone know where we're going, though? That's the kind of the issue.
I would agree. I want to find this Falister fellow, and he seemed to...
Well, he's a spy. He's going to be hard to
Where is
find,
Falister?
but he did hint that, or did mention that his mistress, his employer, was in Candlekeep.
Who's Falister again?
Man who helped us survive.
Now, that's a place which could go to hell.
We owe him at
Who's
least.
Falister again?
Falister was the chap you rescued from beneath, in the dungeon beneath the villa, who was wearing the ankle-length caftan, who had the red dyed goatee, and
he was the one killing
had the
everyone
daggers.
with my sacrificial daggers, yes.
Oh, okay.
He works for a tiefling, apparently. Someone that,
I can't remember
Yeah.
who he worked for, but I just remember that she said from Candlekeep, so that may be a direction. If not,
Well,
well, Waterdeep's pretty shitty this time
Do
of
we
year.
wanna?
In any case, we need answers. She
that's-
would want me to get answers.
That's what I agree.
How about because let's see, Ash needs to pack up their workshop. You want to look for
Fallister.
Alistair? Yes.
Yes. Is Kendall Keep in
What's
the
it?
city or is it outside the city?
It's a city in
No.
itself.
It's another city. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it
It's
was
less of a city
Oh.
and more of a giant library.
Yeah.
Place a center of learning.
oh, books and books and books.
Yeah, one of
One
those.
more time.
All right. I need a day, everyone. So we'll meet back here.
Do you want to meet at the Elf Song?
Sure. Song.
Yeah, we'll get
Tomorrow.
for once we can actually stay at the Elf Song without having to clean off sewage from us.
For once.
We're walking through Baldur's Gate.
We'll get
That's not
sewage on us.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we won't be covered.
I don't think we're going to be welcome at the Low Lantern.
We didn't start it.
Well, yes, I didn't, but he did. Or so she
That
did,
is-
according to Ash.
Well, he's also a burned corpse, comatose, and other stuff. That's beside the point.
Yeah. Either way,
I'm
Elf Song
also-
Tavern.
Yeah.
We'll get some rooms. Meet tonight. We'll leave in the morning
Oh, Ash is
Okay.
gone, by the way.
to go somewhere.
Very left.
Bye,
So
Ash.
you all adjourn for the day. You take an afternoon to. Is there anything anyone would like to do in particular in this?
Buy
short
healing
period?
potions.
Okay.
So
So
the
For the sake of
dwarf goes shopping.
experiencing.
The dwarf goes shopping for healing potions.
how much are you spending?
How much? I'll get one for each member plus one extra. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That will come. Are you for the just this party? Are you including Rhea in that, or
Well, we'll include Rhea. I won't give it to her. I just say I've got it for her.
He's technically a party member.
that will be 2, 4,
Let's see, we've
6
got-
in total? That'll be 300 gold for the.
I'll
6
do that.
potions.
I'll get that from my thing. So I've got 6 potions of healing.
Okay. Regular potions, which is 2d4 plus 2.
Yep, I just.
Let anyone else do their thing first because I have something I want to do, but it might be a big thing. So
Okay. Let me just check my potions.
Yeah. I'm leaving 700 gold here. And then I'm gonna go to the Elf Song
Yep.
Tavern.
You're leaving just 700 gold at your workshop.
I'm leaving it in Baldur's Gate somewhere. And then I'm going to the
Okay.
Elf Song Tavern.
Okay. You pack up your stuff. What stuff you can take in a traveling bag.
Yep.
Lock up your workshop.
Yep.
Head off on your way.
Yep.
Warwick, is there anything you'd like to do during this short period of downtime?
I think I'll let's see. Gotta go do a little bit of shopping. It's always nice to leave a city with a souvenir.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Oh, it's not
This
always
is just
great.
how.
I had specific things I was looking for, but hopefully it's
5.
the second one, not the first. But it's not.
For the life of you, you look around. Not many souvenir shops in the lower district.
Oh no! I was looking to see if I can find a holy symbol.
Okay. That would take. You would need to go into the upper district for that.
Yeah, see if I'm allowed in.
So I would say make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I thought I was expecting that.
Actually, I was heading that way too, so I'll say I'll go with him. I was gonna try and get into the upper district too.
You are barred from entry, unfortunately, to the upper city.
Well, only barred from entry considering what happened last night. That's not a bad thing. At least it's not shot on sight.
Hmm.
Can I go attempt to check on Amric?
Okay, are you doing
Attempt.
this? Are you doing this stealthily, or how are you going about this?
Well, first I'm gonna try and be honest about it, because,
In that case, make a persuasion check.
let's see. Note at first. I just want to see before we leave. I just want to check on him. You know, my persuasion isn't great, but you know, at least it's not negatives.
You also they don't let you in. You are. So you have to do this some other way if you want to persist.
Getting removed from the city anyway.
Do you want to try stealth or?
We're not getting removed. We're leaving because we got suggested.
Again,
You
by
guys are
the
making it sound
captain
like
of
we're
the
banished
guard.
or something. You're making it sound like we were banished. They just suggested it might be a good idea to leave until things calm down.
Hinting that calming down might take a lifetime. I'm okay with
I
not
think
getting
you're
into the upper city.
overreacting.
If you want to be like that, I'll spend my coin elsewhere. Probably get robbed for it, but I'll spend it elsewhere.
I'm trying to think how bad I want to get into the upper city. I'd have a look around. Is there any? Oh no. I'm sure like carts going into the upper city get checked. I don't think I could get in. I don't know how to get in.
Have you tried knocking?
Actually, yeah. Can
This
I
voice,
like?
this voice of Burlock in the background.
I don't want to get in that bad.
While this is going on, Matt, I've made my way to the Elf Song Tavern. I've
Okay.
paid for one room for myself and waiting for others to turn up.
Yeah. First person to show up is actually Fallister.
Okay.
He strolls in, and he says, Burlock was it?
Stabby McStabberson.
Fallister will do, thank you.
Fallister, sorry. It's been a very interesting day.
Yes, very
And
interesting. Very interesting week, if you ask me.
Well, how long were you in that cell for anyway?
I've been there. I was sent off to investigate the day after Elturel fell, which was 2 weeks ago.
Feels
So,
longer. Like half a year.
Took me about 3 days of travel to get from here, to here from Candlekeep. And then I investigated, and then I've been this. So I'd say it's about 10 days.
Okay. Drink?
I would love a drink. You have no idea.
Goes to the barkeep, orders two ales, pays for the ales. How much is it for the ales?
It's silver for the two of them.
So I'll pay for a silver, and we sit down and we just discuss, waiting for the rest of the people to turn up.
Yeah.
Just doing
Yeah.
discussion.
I give up. I'm gonna turn up.
Okay.
I don't want to go to that bad.
Slowly but surely, the rest of you make your way to the Elf Song Tavern, congregating. At which point Fallister says, "Now, who among you has this box?
What box?
Don't play dumb with me. The puzzle
He's very
box.
good at playing dumb.
Shall we take this to a private place?
We'll be leaving soon anyway. You could have probably organized to go into one of the private smoking rooms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Bella pulls out a pipe and just lights it and just. He doesn't partake often, but when he does, it's a long wooden pipe with a bit of stuff inside of it. He just lights it and just sits there, just smoking it.
Now, I've been instructed to find this and bring it back to Candlekeep for my mistress. and I believe she believes that she may be able to open it. And we can go from there. Rare.
Candle keeps like a big library with lots of knowledge.
That would be a somewhat accurate summation, yes.
Can
It
you
is a congregation. Think of it almost like a university, center of learning for academics and other such people.
one noble
It might
son?
be a good place to start looking for a way to.
Well, to prevent what's going on, potentially to Baldur's Gate.
Bring back Elturel.
And to bring back
Well,
Elturel.
Yes, that too.
Well,
we did.
I believe some of the answers we may be looking for will be in that box. Have any of you attempted to open it?
Tried and failed.
I tried?
It's a bit too much.
Did you?
Tried.
When was this?
Just slightly opening it, not really going all in on it.
Okay.
Can I try?
I'm sure that I've cast Identify on it before.
Can
You
I
have.
try?
How long are you willing to spend on this?
I don't know. Just sit there fiddling with it, trying to.
But for how long is what I'm asking.
Interesting. Interesting.
Can I make a wisdom save to see how long before she gives up?
Sure, yeah.
Basically, because we have all night, technically. I'd say about an hour then, maybe. I don't know.
Make a what would this be? What would this be? Where can I find this? Where can I find the box?
What's
Magic items. Where did I put magic items? Make a intelligence. I believe it's here we go. Magic items. And it is
Can I use Dex at all?
no.
No,
It
it's not a
is.
dexterous
It's the
thing.
wall.
Okay.
It's an intelligent way to getting through a puzzle box.
Where
not
the
a
hell?
dexterous
Where the
way.
hell has it gone? There we go. Found it. Make a investigation check.
Investigation check. Oh, I only have +1 in that. Ooh, not bad.
You spend about an hour poring over this, and the mechanisms are complex and mind-defying. You feel yourself get your mind sort of starting to, your head starting to ache, and you can't. And then this sort of feeling washes over you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Oh no.
this.
Please pass.
Oh. Nope.
That's not
I
good.
assume that we're just smoking and talking about like.
Yeah, you guys
What's
are
your-
just talking, and I'm just sitting here trying to.
What's your HP?
My HP.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Less than what it was 5 minutes ago.
28.
The rest of you watch. You kind of sit back and begin a discussion as Ava starts fiddling over this box. And about an hour later, you hear a thump, and you turn, and Ava is out cold on 0 HP.
What?
And she
Whoa.
breathing. She has stopped breathing.
Ava, hello.
Hello, is she fine? I try to wake her up.
Make a medicine check.
Sure.
Can I help?
While he's
You-
doing a medicine
but-
check, I'll slap her around and give
You
10 lay
quickly
on hands.
spin her over, feel there's a lack of pulse, and you quickly, knowing basic, you and you give her a quick. You took, by the way, your brain is still. You have the most awful headache just splitting you apart as you had taken
much
42
damage
points of
did I
psychic
take?
damage.
Whoa!
How much?
42 points of psychic damage.
That's the universe. Jeez.
That could have killed me.
Oh my god.
At this, and you're still kind of, you gain 1 level of exhaustion as well.
Oh my hell.
Ava, what the? Chirpy, are you fine? What's going on?
That box made my brain hurt.
Are you that dumb? What's going on here?
Perhaps best leave it until we get to Candlekeep.
New
I
rule:
don't know.
don't
No.
play with the box.
No.
I think that's a very wise idea. Leaving.
Thief. What is this box? What is it?
He has
It's-
a name. It's Stabby.
Whatever.
Mixed
Thief.
Davison.
Callister, this box is designed to contain infernal contracts. Possibly written by the most powerful. I didn't realize it could.
Backfire.
Did I out of character? Did I make any progress at all on this
No.
box? No.
Except for
Oh.
sacrificing your life
Like I was
force.
just starting to get frustrated, and my brain
You started to get
hurting.
frustrated, and your brain started hurting, and then it was almost this numbing and this kind of like you try and think back at what happened, but your mind is just like it's almost as if the last 40 minutes are just gone, and you remember your memory's just blank. Whatever happened to you in that time is you can't remember.
Okay, we
Hey,
don't
you're
touch
gonna
the
go to
box.
bed.
You almost killed our mascot. God damn it.
Wait, I'm the mascot?
You almost killed our resident mascot. What's in
I'm
this?
going to bed. Eva goes upstairs because she's got a splitting headache.
42 damage. Wow.
Oh, God.
Tries
Well-
not to throw
God.
up from the migraine.
Well, if there's any evidence that this box contains something important, that probably was it. I don't know if anything is worth hiding that badly, if it would kill anyone who tries to open it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems. Alright.
So let's
Well,
not play with the box. And
I take the box and give it to Falsican.
I
Yes,
wouldn't come
I'll
that far.
I'll hang on to this, I think, for a while.
Well, Chirpy likes fiddling with boxes, and I think, well, that is a good excuse. So we're going to leave the box in your care. But take us with you. We want answers, please.
bit out of the child's hands.
Yes, I think that's
I
a
wasn't
good
saying
idea.
child's hands. I was saying fiddly. Remember, I'm a dwarf. I'm an old fart. To me, everyone's a children.
Everyone's a child.
Children now.
By the way, the only thing I wanted to do in the city was just to buy a weapon. That's all. Nothing important.
What kind of weapon?
Just a flail or something like that.
If you told me when I did my shopping trip, I would have got it for you if you asked me to.
A flail is rather specialized.
Mm.
You'd be hard pressed to find something like that. A warhammer, a war pick, or like something that's one piece would be easier to find. Like perhaps like a longsword or a war pick would be. A flail is a little specialized, particularly for the low city.
Okay, I'll get a long
You'll
sword
find the blacksmiths here work with one piece of iron. They don't go and make chain links and link things together, and that's too complicated.
then. I'll get a long sword then if that's all.
Okay,
If that's available to
that'll
me.
set you back. I'll say that. Let me just find out how much long swords cost, because I don't want
Um,
to.
got it somewhere here. 15 gold piece, normal price.
Yep, there you go. So you can pay 15 for it.
Okay, no problem. Nothing special.
Okay, and Burlock distributes the potions of healing sometime during this point as well.
Right.
So everyone can add 1 healing potion to their thing. So that's 1, 2, 3. Is what's her name?
Rhea?
Rhea with us as well at the moment, or is she?
She is, yes. She went and led Ava upstairs. So
Okay.
took you, sort of fireman carried you upstairs and
Oh.
put you to bed.
Okay, so Rhea has a healing potion as well.
Okay.
So I'm down to 2 because I grabbed 1 extra. So everyone else has 1.
Thank you.
Okay.
If
Well,
what we have to consider is that if this was what we just got dealt with, we need all the help we can get here, and pass them to the rest of the crew until we can find someone else to help. We're gonna have to buy our healing.
What's the name of the place we're going to again?
Candle Keep.
Mm-hmm.
Candle keep.
I would suggest, particularly after that display, taking a night's rest, and we set off first thing tomorrow morning.
Are we going to get a cart or a caravan? Because we probably should have arranged that today.
I can probably source us some horses. I know people in the outer city who owe me a favor. I'll figure something out.
Hate riding, rather a cart.
Besides, I managed to keep a few of that, what you didn't manage to keep, hold over. Not a lot, but...
Did you steal?
I did a little bit of stealing, yes. I won't deny it.
Okay,
But I suppose that can go towards getting us some horses for the journey.
Wagon?
A wagon would be a bit much.
Easier to travel in a wagon.
It's more expensive.
I know.
See what we can do. And Belloc goes up to the room that he rented, and you just see this dwarven barbarian just strip. I was going to say strip off his clothing, but he doesn't wear clothing apart from breeches, and he just falls into the bed. And 5 seconds later, you just hear this loud dwarven snoring throughout the room.
Oh, another night.
Okay. Is anything else anyone would like to do, or shall we cut forward to the morning?
I've put myself to sleep. I've given everyone their potions of healing. I spent way too much money, probably. And Belloc has a rough night's sleep.
Attuned to my shield, and then that's about it.
Yep. I just I spend most of the night smoking and fall asleep whenever I fall asleep.
Okay. And so at that point, I think we'll take a break.
Okay.
That's a good place for a break. And we'll pick up soon in about 10, 15 minutes or so as you guys finally leave Baldur's Gate.
No.
Everyone's so
My
sad.
home. My home.
We can actually get clean and not go to bathhouse and not get killed by cultists.
Oh, we're still gonna nearly get killed by cultists.
Yeah, but not in the sewers
Yeah, not in the sewers.
or water.
Yay, traveling. What Ava's used to.
I'd rather a cart or wagon or something that's nice to travel in, not just horses. Ugh, yuck.
I mean, it's better than walking.
True. Marching's horrible.
Okay.
So we'll take a break here. We'll be back shortly. Thank you for watching. We will be back soon for the second part of this amazing episode where we finally get to leave. I don't know if we're going to call the episode back to the beginning because we end up in the cells again, or leaving Baldur's Gate. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Deja vu. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Javu.
Yeah. But we'll be back
This
shortly.
almost feels like
Yep.
This almost feels like the end of like season 1 or something.
I was
It's
going
not
to
the
say,
end.
do we
It is
level up now?
It is the end of
Yeah.
season 1, probably.
He's a
So
level
that
up.
felt like a natural. No, actually, no, it's not level up because it's not. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
let's
go to
go.
break.
take the
We'll be
break.
back shortly. So stick around. Thank you for
Take
all
the
the
break.
support. And yeah, and if you're on YouTube, then you won't be long. Well, we will be back very, very quickly because we usually edit out the breaks. So bye bye.
Power of editing.
Power of editing.
Magic.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the show. We are coming back with our second part of our 11th episode of Saints and Sinners, Descent into Avernus. So let's just get straight back into it as the party is trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and let's not try to play with the puzzle box, I think is the new rule.
I would have been so pissed if Ava died.
It's quite funny. When we went away for break, you forgot to mute your microphone. So I heard you like saying to your brother just in the background, like, fucking 12d6 almost died.
Yeah.
So
Just,
the four of you find yourselves to rest, renting rooms in the familiar Elf Song Tavern, and trying to let the worries of the past few days ebb away in your sleep. For some, it's more restful than others. Ava, could I get everyone except for you to mute themselves and remove their headsets?
I just got here, but okay. Wow. I'm so not happy.
my turn.
Not happy
I
at
want
all.
a secret DM whisper. Oh.
Just wait. Your sleep is troubled, to say the least. After what happened, it's restless, and you find yourself awake on the banks of a river. You step forward, and the red, earthy dirt crunches beneath you. It's hot, swelteringly hot. And on the horizon is suffused with this dim orange light. You turn, not knowing where you are, and in the distance, you see a sight which makes your blood run cold. A gigantic skull, towering the size of a mountain in the distance in front of you. Skull of a dragon. And you step backwards and freeze, and you hear a distant roar which chills you and fills your mind, and you just shake and shudder. You turn to run, and you, fearing what you might see, and before you, gouts of fire erupt around you. You're running, and you turn around, frightening to see what you might see, and you see scales and teeth rushing towards you before suddenly your vision cuts out. Everyone, turn, please. Get everyone back.
Okay.
And now,
What's our sleeping arrangement like? Was Ava sharing a room with anyone?
Would we have
I
shared
think
rooms?
we got separate rooms.
Would we
I
have
think we're
gotten-
rich enough to have separate rooms right now.
Yeah, I've gotten a separate room.
Or would the
Girls be with the girls. And
tavern not have
the
separate rooms?
tavern not have separate
Uh,
rooms.
There are a couple separate rooms. There is one room with a double bed, which perhaps I would say at this point you probably couldn't have gotten separate rooms. Yeah.
We got separate rooms. Okay.
Because who wants to share a room with a sleeping dwarf who snores?
Well, I
Or
mean, according
Ash,
to your
who just puts the
description, you
fire
stripped
on
down
whole night.
naked before you went to bed. So
Damn straight. How often do I actually get to sleep in a proper bed?
We don't know.
Oh, all right. What's going on? What's happening?
Can I have? Sorry to do this again, but can we do the same? But this time, Warwick, could you please stick around, please?
Mm.
I
This
kind
is
of
the
expected this.
worst.
I
I
know.
hate this so much. Oh my god.
Timing.
Timing. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm muting Zoom.
See you
because I
soon.
can hear. I often do really good, so I'm muting Zoom.
Okay. So you are in the delirium of dreaming sleep. You find yourself walking through city streets, cobblestone uneven beneath your feet, plastered walls either side of you with brown shuttered windows. It's a chilly night, and you walk forward. You turn the corner, and you see before you a lavish temple, a grand temple stretching high into the sky, bastions and towers, and a huge flight of steps leading up towards it. And in the open doorway, you see light streaming through. And in the doorway, you see figures standing there. At this distance, it's not really enough to make out details. But despite that, you recognize these figures. Suddenly, hopeful, joyful, you run towards them, climbing the stairs towards this temple. Stairs are longer than you think. You should be there by now, but you're still running, climbing, trying to get closer to these people you've missed so dearly. And suddenly, a sharp, burning pain in your right arm as you flinch and you look, and there is a harpoon embedded in your right bicep. Blood streams down your side, and you turn around to see a chain leading from this harpoon back into a dark hole in the air. A void hanging there, and this chain starts to reel backwards, and you hear out, you try and push forwards, and you take another step, but it's pulling you back, and you hear in the darkness the sounds of more devices being wound up, and you try to break free, and in that moment you wake in a frenzied sweat.
And
Let's
this
get
is
everyone
why
back.
you drink, so you don't dream. Welcome back.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah.
Okay. Karsh, could you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? You wake in the morning and you do not receive the benefits of a long rest, and you have 1 point of exhaustion.
Ow.
boy.
I just noticed the headphones were back on.
Yep.
I'm distracted by food.
Okay. So, you all wake in various states of restfulness. What is everyone doing? It's fairly late in the morning. Well, late for this son of time. Normally you'd rise at about 7, being adventurers, but it's about 9 at this point, and you do hear the hustle and bustle of customers downstairs. And as you kind of start to compose yourself and get up, there's a knock first at your door, Burlock. Are you decent?
No.
Very well, get dressed. It is high time we be off. You hear the voice of Fallister through the door. And in turn, he goes to each of your doors and ensures your wakefulness and encourages you to prepare yourself for a long journey ahead.
I'm gonna say that Ava's probably one of, if not the last, at least the second last person to come down. Because I don't know how Warwick's night was. Judging by that wisdom save in chat there, it was probably bad.
Bella comes down, takes a deep breath, and goes, "Ah, new day. I'm gonna miss this place." Takes an ale for the road. Morning ale.
I also take an ale.
It's early, but you're given they're 5 silver, they're 5 copper each for an ale.
Mm-hmm.
And say if you get a nice breakfast, which will probably put you back a gold. For everything inclusive, we'll say it was a gold.
Okay, I'll pay for that one. So 305.
And so
I'll pay my gold.
No, it's all inclusive for everybody, correct? One gold for everybody?
A gold
each. Okay, well, I'll pay for mine.
I'll pay for mine. Everything.
Yeah, so Ava comes down last.
Rhea and Fallister are already there waiting. Fallister, right, well, it should be about a couple days' journey to Candlekeep. I've had a discussion with an old acquaintance of mine. We have horses waiting for us outside the gates, which should expedite the journey nicely. Otherwise, it'd be a week of travel, which no one would like. So, are we all ready to set out?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me a single moment. Can I get 2 more ales?
Yeah. So them,
going-
if you please.
Are we going by the refugees? We can pass them the funds.
Yes, they're gathered outside the Basilisk Gate, which is where we're heading anyway. So that would be correct.
All right,
yes.
as long as that's looked after. Looks at Warwick.
It's a lot of money to pass off on the street. That will cause a riot.
Yeah, how do you intend to distribute this?
Just give
I
it to
would
them and
not-
come back.
I would not suggest
Maybe-
scattering them into the crowd because that could cause some stampeding.
It's
Maybe we
funny, but
should,
it's probably not the best idea.
Maybe we should give it to the Flaming Fists and specify that it's very specific.
Definitely
Bullock
not.
laughs into his beer and you see this little fountain of beer come out.
I think that would be most unwise.
Who else are we gonna give it to?
Well,
Give it to us. We're fine. We need help as well. It's gonna be a long journey. We're refugees of Baldur's Gate.
Well, we're not refugees. We're kind of
We're
Banished.
travelers.
Oh, wanted
Different.
criminals. Yes, exactly.
well, we're not criminals. We're
banished.
banished.
Oh,
We're not banished. We can come back whenever we want.
And then get
I
asked to
would
leave.
say banished
Okay.
criminals. I would call it witness protection, personally.
Oh,
Yeah. We're not in trouble.
Who's
It's just
protecting
that
us?
We are by leaving, I suppose.
Anyway,
Exiled.
Warwick, are you still okay? Are you
not
sure?
exiled.
Relocated.
We'll be back once this is all over, hopefully.
Can't believe you're giving this gold to people that we don't even know.
They
We
need
need
it.
it.
Do you need it?
I do. We all need it. We're going to stop some grand scheme of demons or devils or whatever. We might as well use it.
Are you going to spend it right now?
How am I going to start right now? I'll buy more ale. I thought you would agree with that.
True, but that's a bit out of sorts for you.
That's a lot of ale.
It's enough ale to last us the whole trip over there.
If you buy
And
a
you
keg,
see
though,
Burlock with all the numbers in front of his head, trying to work out how much ale that would all
It's
buy.
got that graphic where it's like different numbers appearing.
Yeah.
if you buy a
If you were
keg,
to spend it on anything, Rare pipes in. I noticed it as well. Our blades, steel, had a littling effect on those creatures. I've done a spot of reading, and a memory of training has come back. It'd be worth spending that money on getting your weapons silvered.
see,
Demons
that
know.
may take a little bit
they
of
only get
quality, i.e.,
Do they only?
we probably need to go to the upper city when we've been asked not to be in the city, period. Not just the upper city.
I do
Remember the
believe
exile?
Candlekeep has a forge. Just a
Oh.
single one, but it's quite a good one.
If we get enough silver, I can do it myself. Are you telling me these demons don't like being stabbed by? They only accept being stabbed by jewel-encrusted weaponry. Is that what you're telling me?
They have a certain level of resilience towards mundane weaponry, yes.
Oh, all right. So, oh,
Burlock takes out his weapon, inspects it.
So we
Decide-
need to get loot jewels.
No,
Not jewels, silver.
silver.
That's silver.
Either way, I don't think that's happening here, but I still think donating to the poor, like donating to the refugees, is a good idea. They do need the money. They need food. They need something.
How about don't donate directly to refugees? Donate to somebody
Zed,
to
Nobody
bring food
cares.
to them.
find a church.
don't know.
Just donate to them. The church will spend half of it on the church, but then half of it will at least get to the refugees. It's fine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
we
trust.
can't trust.
I
the
don't think
church.
I don't even think I trust the church in this place either.
Find something. We should get going anyways. If we're gonna leave the city, we might as well leave now.
There's nothing. There's nobody we can trust in this place.
Can I roll
It is-
history? Can I roll history?
Oh,
Does anyone
what do
know
you-
I would know?
Like for local knowledge.
can I?
Sure, go for it.
Can I? Because I've got criminal.
I also have lower district connection.
Yeah, I've got criminal contacts.
Yeah.
Could I
know-
investigate with criminal contacts?
But
Eh.
none of them you would trust to put others before themselves.
Fair enough.
All these people you'd know would probably pocket the money.
Oof.
Don't think I'll find
This city is about survival more than anything, and some people, any opportunity to have sustainable food on the table, they'll take it.
Or don't you have friends? Yeah. Don't you live here? I thought you had friends of some kind to give to. Yeah. What about the people in Who owes us a debt? Is the problem. Is the thing.
Oh,
Ooh,
That-
we do have someone who owes us a
Ooh.
debt. What's her name? Tarina? Yeah, I pull out we have one free favor coupon.
yeah.
Yeah, we can use that.
That's interesting.
She's a gambler.
Well, she might gamble it
She
away.
she may double their money and then use that.
Sure, exactly. It's even better. Fine. If we find her, give her the money.
I think
maybe the people.
I think Tarina.
I turn to Rhea. Do you know of anyone who was left from the Hell Riders that were high up?
There may be a couple still in the outskirts.
They'd
Who I
probably be
could-
the best bet.
Well,
Yes,
how about
perhaps.
this? We ride through, figure out if we can see one of these Hell Riders who you can trust, pass a quarter of the money onto them, and then as we come back, we can pass the rest of the money on. We don't just give them all the money; we just give them drips and drabs, just to help them out as they need it.
I see.
No, I'm not
Should go
planning on
down
coming
economics.
back.
We could send messages back. Doesn't have to be us returning as long as we've got a point of contact to give the money back to.
I think
Considering that we're investigating how it might have to do with Baldur's Gate, we probably will end up coming back.
let's go with Tarina. Joe's us a favor. And we've got
Issue is,
one
Yeah,
more-
Serena-
can you find A? She's a gambler, and frankly, that I
Yeah.
don't trust that. B, can you find her now? Because we should be leaving.
find a gambling den?
I look up. We could look upstairs. That's where we met her.
Mm.
Sitting up there.
Yeah.
How about the people with the low lantern? Is it?
No.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
No,
let us
I
in.
think our best bet would be leaving it with anyone who's high up in the.
Can't trust anyone that's never seen that much money before. That's the problem.
How
Yeah,
about
that's what I
this?
mean.
I mean, I don't. There would be a couple of people I could trust, but there's no
Yeah.
guarantee they'll be out there.
It's.
We'll take it with us,
it's just-
see if we can find them.
We'll check to see who's out there, and if there's no one out there, then we just take the money with us. No harm,
To keep
no-
it
no foul.
safe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll just have a look on our way out.
Well,
I,
after that cheery conversation, I do believe the open road awaits. So,
Mhm.
if we get going.
Fine. I
Been a
finished the
while.
rest. I
travel
finished the-
again.
Finish the rest of my ales.
Back on the road, hey, Belloc.
It's like that time heading off to that. Oh, what was that city called again? Oh, we've traveled a lot.
Yeah. Which one?
They're all. How many cities have we been thrown out of anyway? And you just hear this little conversation between us that we just. You can tell we're old people that just traveled a lot, and we just ran into each other all this time. So we travel
We
travel
just travel.
with each other just because it's safer in numbers in this world.
I would say I have a small, almost like a steakhouse, in one of the outer city residences called Little Kalmishan. I would like to stop there just to collect some of my supplies before we head on out, if that's all
Nods.
right.
I mean, yeah, that's.
Couple of
That'd be good.
steaks for the
Totally
road,
not a
sounds good.
spy. Right.
Spy.
I never deny. I never denied that I was a spy. What
No,
the-
you're actually quite upfront about it. Actually, refreshing. Not very
Well, I'm leaving. So
good for being a spy, but it was refreshing.
Well, we're the ones who got him out of the
Well,
jail,
we need
so
to,
True.
we need to stop anyway to see if we can give these
Yeah.
either way, let's.
money.
Get out of here. We just we need to stop stalling.
You make your way out through the city towards the Basilisk Gate. And as it opens, Flaming Fist soldiers hold back the tide of Eltergardian refugees, whose wails intensify as the gates once again close behind you. Rhea kind of gives a pain, sort of like she's got a look of like sadness on her face as she sees all these destitute people. And she looks at one point as if she's about to attempt a rousing speech, but then in her just in a sort of state of indecision and anxiety just keeps walking. Eventually, Fallister leads you to this small walled neighborhood where he sort of goes in to a house.
Didn't we want to stop and see if there was anyone from the?
Yeah. At
Oh,
this
right.
point, while you're waiting, you still make a perception or investigation check. Anyone who wants to.
I'll go
gonna help.
back to
I'm gonna
the
help Rhea.
city gates actually, and do that rousing speech, which she did not.
No.
8.
So if she wasn't able to do a rousing speech, I'll do the rousing speech. But inside that, it's more the case of, look, your city is lost, but it's not lost forever. There is hope. There are people trying to trying to save this. We are looking, and I'll actually ask in that we are looking for any Hell Riders here in the refugee camp.
Make for me both a persuasion and a performance check.
Kind of expecting that. There's a 1
Wow.
up there. Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Good on both.
one was-
Good on both fronts.
I just saw the ones like, no, that's on the other side. Cool.
There is. These people are. You see, there is a sense of hopelessness amongst these people, and after your speech, you see that abated slightly. Not a lot. Certainly, in some of the younger people, there is a sense of renewed vigor and hope. And as you call out for any Hell Riders, someone approaches and says, "Yes, well, are you looking for? Sorry, my name is Simon Miller. Are you? What news do you bring?"
Are you a Hell Rider, or do you?
I am, yes. Although I've been
Does he
stuck
have-
out here with everyone else.
Is there anything that Raya had that was symbolistic that I could see from this guy? Something to look for.
She had not at first glance. Let me just double check.
We've
Because
been
there
around
might
for a
well
little
be.
bit now.
Yeah. If I go to her character sheet. No, not in particular. She was kind of wearing kind of beat up leather, studded leather armor. You get the sense that any sort of insignia, either she hadn't earned yet, or she probably wanted to be discreet about her.
Because she was in hiding.
activities
Yeah,
in
no
Bolskip.
problem. So I asked him if he is a Hell Rider, and if he said yes. We're looking to find as many of the Hell Riders in the refugee camp to try to help the refugees as trusted members of El Toro.
Goodness. You said. Well, how might that be?
We won't go into details right now, but is there any others, any other Hell Riders here? Any other of your brethren?
Not that I know of now.
Okay. Let's go. Like I kind of see if he's able to come to speak with Rhea and see if we
Yeah,
get her approval.
if you lead him forward, he follows you. He's a half elf, kind of sort of short, slicked back, brown hair, kind of very piercing blue eyes. And as he meets up with Rhea, there's a gasp of recognition, and they go and they actually embrace each other. And Simon, I'm going to try and find a way to bring Eltrol back. But I need you to stay here and take care of these people. Here. These fine people have set aside some gold as alms. And we wanted someone to distribute them fairly so as not to cause any chaos amongst these poor people. And just, of course, yes. And so how much in total are you all had to go?
I donated 200.
200.
I donated 100.
100, 300, and you were donating 400. Warwick, yeah. So, and Ash,
Donated nothing.
yeah, that's fine.
Donated a copper.
I didn't donate
No,
anything.
nothing.
So that's you hand over 2 sacks, heavy with gold, and he goes, "Oh, goodness! Whoever you are, strangers, thank you. This should help for quite a long time. Thank you so much." And Rhea kind of clasps on his shoulder. "Take care, Simon. I promise I will do what I can." And they nod. And at this point, Fallister wanders out, leading 6 horses. Different. There's a piebald, there's a grey, variety of different colours. And as Simon sort of heads back into the crowd, he says, "Well, I've contacted the lady, and she will be expecting us now. So without further ado, let us be off."
Yay, I get to ride a horse. No walking. No walking. Sorry.
Let us
I
move
was
over.
gonna say, can someone give the dwarf a boost on the horse?
Yeah,
Or can I have a pony?
yeah, they're all he
Yeah.
in advance expecting the size difference.
Yep.
You head out past the. Let me show you.
Oh my god, we got a world map now.
Not quite.
Holy moly!
You head out
You might want to
past
change.
around the Dusk Hall Hill.
There's a lot of notes there.
There
Yeah.
is a lot of notes, yeah, but you head around the Dusk Hall Hill, past all these shanty towns in the outer city, and make your way south to the Twin Songs, and across the Worms Crossing Bridge. And could I have everyone please make me just roll a straight d20?
Okay.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah, straight d20.
Wow! Wow! Oh wow!
Wow.
The range.
There's a lot
Wow.
of difference
Actually
there.
Actually, perfectly average. I'm pretty sure.
What's everyone's passive perception?
13 for me.
Passive perception, 13.
20 wasn't good enough?
Alright,
Oh, man. 14.
Mine's 11. The worst.
Everyone except Ash, you notice a cloaked figure bump into Burlock, and your purse. You notice just a small knife nick your coin purse at your side, and he quickly catches a few coins before pocketing them and scurrying along.
Can I tackle him?
It's only a few
Yeah.
coins. I'll let it go.
No, I'm tackling him.
All right, you jump off your horse and run, and make a athletics check.
Because running is faster than riding on your horse.
Dang it. Wish it was acrobatics because it's +7. +5.
He actually, you jump at him, but he quickly he jumps out the way, and you kind of stumble to the side, and he starts running.
Move my horse. Start riding my horse. See if I can find a way of cutting off. Not going directly at him, but going. See if I can find a different direction.
Easy enough. You ride your horse down and cut him off, and he kind of stumbles, and he looks around as Ava approaches from the back, and you've cut him off at the front. What are you
Now,
doing?
Calm down. All I'm going to ask is for you to return the coin. All you had to do is ask. Just return the coin and then ask.
Please. My family, we've nothing. There's no jobs. There's no work. I need
How much
Any
coin
what I
did you
can.
take?
How much was taken?
you look, and there's a good 50 gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
We'll
Well,
load it up.
It was like 5 or 10, no, been fine, but 50.
Look,
It's a hungry fam.
as I said, return the gold or return the coin, and I'll give you some coin. All you have to do is ask.
I Make a persuasion check.
Turn the coin, please. We're trying to be good citizens. Yes. You're getting 3 20s.
Apologies, sir. And he kind of like just reaches into his pockets and pulls out like a handful, and just kind of he drops them on the floor, and as they scatter, he ducks between your horse's legs and runs.
I was going to give him some.
But
But yep, he fled. Oh well. Bye.
yeah.
You collect
Start
up the
picking up, but
You collect up the coins, and there's only 40 gold there, so you've lost 10 gold in total.
That's fair enough.
I was going to give him
Here you
that
go,
10.
Burlock.
You had never lived in Baldur's Gate before. You're supposed to knock their teeth out. Don't do it again. So other people that see you take the gold back. Don't do it to you as well. Anyways, we're almost out of Baldur's Gate. Let's get out of here.
You can be better than this.
Mm,
You just need to choose. As you said, let's go.
Hey Ash,
what?
have you ever been out of Baldur's Gate before?
If you're asking if I was born here, of course not.
I'm just wondering.
Naturalized citizen, right here.
This must be exciting.
Oh, it's heart-wrenching. It's very exciting. I smoke a little bit more.
It's a long journey. The road, there is a sort of a dirt mudroom road which leads you down the coast past and unless there's anything else anyone wants to do, the first day is uneventful, and you put up a camp in the evening on the outskirts of the Cloakwood. You'll have a restful night. Nothing unusual tonight.
Try to teach our Rhea just like how to speak to people. And knowing when it's important to speak to people.
What are you insinuating?
Just when we left the city, there were so many people that needed kind words. I know you're a soldier, but sometimes a soldier needs to be a leader. And you need to be able to speak to people, that's all.
You're right. In the moment, I just couldn't find the words. I thought it through in my head time and time again what I would say. I would almost had it scripted, but in the moment, I just couldn't. I don't know if I was afraid. I don't know if I was just afraid if that it wouldn't be the right thing that they needed to hear.
Write it down then. Have someone write it down for you. Have someone write the words for you and read it out. But just, sometimes you just need to speak to people instead of just killing them. Well, killing them's good, but just saying.
I can appreciate that. Thank you. I honestly, when we first met, Warwick, I had some serious reservations about you. It just, you came across as so uncaring.
I'm still uncaring.
So dismissive. But you may think that, but you've shown otherwise, despite what you may say. Thank you.
I'm still uncaring, but you just need to just sometimes just
Just take the bloody compliment, man.
Ooh, I'm so uncaring. Let's donate 400 gold to people we don't know. Ooh.
Precisely. Thank you, Ash. Look, These are strange times indeed. Everything I've known has been turned on its head.
It happens in life. You're still alive. You still have your health, which is a bonus to that. You've got a mission, which is... we'll see if it's flawed or not, but you've got people around you.
I have a purpose.
Yeah.
We can return Alterel.
I
we
really,
can
really
try.
hope so. I hope so.
Do it.
And in truth, that hope is all that's keeping it going.
Yeah. But just know if that doesn't happen, there's still other things in life. Just wanted to point that one out.
Okay.
Look, you can try. All you can do is try.
I will. Thank you. You bed down for the night, and you set up a watch just to make sure there's nothing untoward, and it's a peaceful night, a quiet night. You get up in the morning with the sunrise, birds chirping from the cloakwood, a soft wind blowing from the sea, and make your way on day 2 of this journey. Is there anything anyone would like to do, or while they tread on horseback down this dirt road?
No, just looking around, keep an eye out at anything, see if there's anything that's coming to attack us.
Make a perception check. You do see something. Doesn't cause you much alarm, though. You see coming towards you a horse-drawn carriage bearing a large hay bale. And this elderly farmer cracking the reins. And as he walks past you, fine morning to you, sirs and ladies.
Morning.
Morning. What news from ahead?
News? No news. Only the ever-turning tides.
Have a good day.
You too, Missy. And then as you walk past, he stops. He doesn't keep his cart going, and he kind of keeps an eye on you, and then he sees your shield, Warwick, that you're holding. Get him! And all of a sudden, his form shifts into this red-looking humanoid, and 2 wings appear at his back, and jumping out of the back, hidden in this hay bale, 2 rough-looking men covered in scars, drawing short swords. Let's have everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god.
This is
I
when I
really
really
am.
want to roll high.
Side ambush.
I am not happy.
Oh, sorry.
is
I've
mine?
got
Oh
to do
yay,
that
I'm in the
properly.
back. I get to. I'm so
Well, this
close.
wasn't surprise.
I got to do that properly.
Wait,
You-
my
you-
dice.
You are surprised, in fact.
Oh,
My dice was cocked. Can I reroll that?
19.
Oh, hang on. I didn't select my token.
Yep, same here.
Yes, you
I'm
did.
gonna re-roll, but use the first one, please.
Yep.
Less is better.
I'm having to re-roll, but I've got a 7.
Right, it's 20.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Amy, you can change your own. So
Yep,
you
I
can correct
fixed
your
it.
own. Yeah.
I know I've done it before. Don't worry.
Yeah, I think I'm learning as a player that you can do it.
Wait.
and let us roll and
Well, at least it's only 27 of them.
Alright, it's 27. It's not that many. At least it's at 28. Let's see.
Hey, they've got a cart. Don't blow up the cart.
top of the round. Ava, you cannot be surprised So you
Yo.
jump into action, and you may have your turn.
Okay. Can I jump on over to their cart from my horse?
Yes, you leap off your horse and spring into action.
No, I mean jump.
As in jump
As
from the
in,
horse
you
to
jump
the
off
cart.
your horse.
I jump up. I jump to the cart.
You want to
You-
jump from the horse to the car? Yeah, sure. Make an acrobatics check.
But would that be my? I have a question. Would that be my action?
No. This is just to check. This is just to see how well you can do this.
I'm pretty sure it's actually movement. Sky,
Yeah,
your
easy
camera's,
enough.
Like here.
Oh shit! It keeps falling down.
I just noticed you like.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
Descent into
easy
a
enough.
furnace.
Easy enough. You kind of from your sitting position, you jump up, bend your knees, and sort of until you're in a crouching position on the saddle of your horse, and you fling yourself over and land on the cart, right in front of this red-skinned humanoid.
Oh, where would I be?
Who it looks like.
Hang on,
this.
I'll let you move me to where you think I'd probably be.
You can be there. This.
Yeah.
It's Shift Z, correct? Yeah. Here we go. That's what he looks like.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very red lipstick.
Well, time to start beating him up.
I was gonna blow
Let's
him up.
see. So I'm going to hit him. Ooh,
That will miss.
yeah, I figured. Do I want to? You know what? I'm going to flurry of blows him,
Okay.
and using my open hand technique, I'm gonna attempt to make him fall prone.
Okay.
So let's see. So I make another 2 attacks.
An 18 will miss. 22 will hit.
What?
As the first punch, he ducks out the way. The second punch, you go for the gut, and your fist strikes chainmail and deflects off, and you flinch your hand. And then with the third hit, you go suck him straight in the face. That does hit,
Hang on.
and it will attempt a dex save. Or no,
Whenever you hit a creature with one attack,
One of your
so
yeah,
that was an attack from flurry of
it
blows.
will
that
it
hit
will
him?
count. Yes.
Yeah.
So
he
it is
just has
a
dex
dex save.
save. What's the DC?
That'll be a modified 20. So he passes.
Yeah.
You punch him and try and force him to the ground, but then with a flap of his wings, he extends his wings out and holds himself aloft and takes 7 bludgeoning damage. Keep closing his bloody character sheet. You strike him true and good, but he barely flinches against the impact of your fist.
Yeah.
And then he kind of looks at you. Burlock,
So
you are surprised. That ends your turn.
Yep.
This veteran is going to go now. And he is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to run opposite you, Ava. And he's going to take 2 swings with a longsword. First is going to be a 15. Does a 15 hit you?
no.
Second is going to be a 25.
Yeah, that hurts.
So you take 11 points of slashing damage as this longsword cuts down through your back. You arch your back in pain. It's now the Cambion's turn. The Cambion is going to fly up 60 feet.
Oh, you bitch.
And 2 balls of fire ignite in its hand, and it is going to send them both towards Warwick. So, is
is the
He's having
movement
You
He's the
will get an
flying
attack of
That's yeah.
You will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes,
but yeah.
Sentinel.
Thank you. Is it
Nope.
my bad roll?
That will miss. So first attack, a 16. Oh, wait, no, these have an advantage because you are surprised. Other one was a natural one. So first one's a 16, which will miss. Second one is a 21.
And that's a. I've got my shield. That would be a miss.
Yeah. You raise your shield, and the fire strikes off against it. And he grins his teeth at you. Phallus's turn. He's surprised. Ash, surprised. Ray is surprised. Warwick, surprised. This veteran's go. He is going to run up towards you, Warwick, and he is going to try and grapple you.
Okay.
So first is that is going to be a. Could you make an acrobatics or athletics check, please?
Athletics, I think.
That'll pass. He tries to grab for your waist and pull you off the horse, but you bash him away with your new shield, and he flinches back. Ava, it's your turn.
Okay, so this guy in front of me. So turning around to the guy that just hit me with the sword, it was kind of annoying. So what is this in front of me?
This is it looks to be a human male, all sort of a rugged look, scars all across his face, grinning as he holds a bloody longsword covered now in your blood.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sweep for the legs and then try and grab onto him and throw him over my shoulder and hit him hard on the ground.
Okay.
So
That will miss.
ugh. Nope.
That will miss. Oof, these rolls.
I am rolling so bad. Yep, that's my turn.
All right, you swing twice, but he parries both attacks with his sword. Burlock, it's your turn.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to ride the horse down or am I going to get off the horse and... What's the movement speed on the horses?
Horses, they have a 60. I believe these are draft horses. So if I just double check, they have a 40-foot speed.
Okay, because that's better my 25-foot.
Yep.
So can I maneuver myself to here
On your horse.
on my horse?
Okay, so I will move the horse because it's
It's on the layer.
So I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. Did I just duplicate it? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
No, you moved.
You moved
the wrong
Warwick's horse.
Oh, that was Warwick's horse. Whoops. Okay. These are weird tokens.
I can just get off the horse. That makes it easier, and just say I've ridden the horse down there and I've jumped down.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So the horse is there now.
Okay, and that means I've jumped down to about here. Possible to give flanking?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to rage as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to... So, where's my rage? And make sure I've got rage damage on. And I'm going to hit the person in front of me with my warhammer. One-handed.
Okay. Roll a hit.
21.
That'll hit. And 14 points of damage. You deal a vicious blow. Strike him in the back of the head, and he flunches forward and coughs up blood.
That's right. I moved there to give advantage as well, because I could be flanking. So that was just a standard roll.
Roll to make sure it was a crit.
Yep, I'm going to do that now. So again, that's warhammer one-handed.
God, if it's a crit.
It was not.
No, it was not a hit. Great.
Okay.
switched over to advantage now.
This veteran's turn, he is once again, he no longer has advantage because the champion has flown 60 feet up, but he will take two more swings at you, Ava. That is going to be a 20 to hit and a 6 to hit. So the 20 hits, and you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
As once again, the sword sort of carves into your arm, leaving a shallow gash. Cambion's go. He's going to look at you, Burlock, seeing that vicious blow, and he reaches out his hand towards you and says, Dwarf, why don't you help me get that shield? Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Good at wisdom, though, right?
Oh.
You're good
You
at
do
this.
have
No,
inspiration.
You're good at this.
I may.
You're so good at
Roll
this.
inspiration.
Inspiration.
All right.
Reroll your d20.
I don't want to look at this. Don't want to look at this. Okay, I want to.
Yay!
Feel this influence try and seize control of your mind, but you shake it off, and you are unaffected by its fiendish charm. And he kind of growls in
That was a
frustration.
good use of inspiration.
I'm just
And
checking
he-
this. Yeah, that's right.
And he is going to fly over here and hover in the air. Phallus's go. He is going to jump off his horse, take out a dagger, and throw it at the guy harrowing you, Ava. With a
not looking good.
16, which will what is that'll just miss. It clangs off the steel arm and he flinches in frustration. He can do it twice, so he's going to try and throw again. That'll definitely hit with a natural 19. And so this guy takes that'll be 9, 12 points of piercing damage as one dagger clangs off his armor, but the other finds its place in his thigh. And why can I not click his HP? Where's his HP gone? Huh? Ah, there we go. And he will then step back behind this horse. Ash, it's your go.
Okay, I get off my horse after being surprised. I get off my horse. I look over at my companions fighting. They've got it. They're fine. I look up at him. He's flying. I just kind of look. I try to measure how far up he's against me. I just give a small nod. I reach into my bag. I just get a long piece of black string, and I just kind of put it onto the floor and just kind of make it taut and just kind of just pin it to the ground. As I kind of pin it to the ground, I just kind of slice it in half. As it slices in half, the spring just a blue light just springs through as I do my force ballista as the taut string becomes it. And I'm going to shoot at him with my bonus action, my force ballista.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's go. Whoop-pow.
Do it.
17. That's
Will
a
miss.
All right.
He, with a flap of his wings, he flies out the way of this incoming dart of forceful energy. And he chuckles in your direction.
And then I just pick up a stone and I also throw that too. With my magic stone.
Magic Stone takes a bonus action to
Yeah,
cast.
that's right. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I was surprised too. I wouldn't have gotten it. Never mind. Then regular action, I will Alright, I will produce flame and I'll throw that instead.
Okay.
Alright, so let me click. Hold on. So I produce flame. Okay, so throw that at them.
Don't play with fire, kids.
20 will hit.
Just
And he barely flinches. The fire just across his face, and he kind of gives a sly grin down at you.
He probably has
Right.
resistance.
Or worse.
alright, and my turn.
All right. Rhea she will pull out a heavy crossbow from the horseback, aim it up at this thing, and fire. And that will just hit. With 7. Juiced. Oops. Oh no, that was definitely not what I wanted it to be. And he takes the bolt, kind of pulls it out and throws it down. And Warwick, it's your go now.
It's been a while since I've done mounted combat, but I may as well, while I'm here, just hit this guy in front of me. Fortunately, everyone moved into a really poor position, so I'm just going to have to try to do the hitting.
At least you got
That's some bad rolls.
That will miss.
Oh.
Again, being used to a halberd for so long, you're still breaking in your skills with the longsword, which you haven't used in a while, and you swing down, but it misses.
And I don't have any bonus attacks or anything with this. Can I urge the animal just to go forward a little bit? Trampling?
No, that's not the. You try and kick the horse forward, but that's not something you can do in a horse.
Again, been a while since I've been on a horse.
Yeah.
I try to urge it to kick and to trample, and just not.
And he will. What's he gonna do? Seeing his precarious situation, he is going to. He's going to try and grapple you again. So, could you roll athletics or acrobatics, please?
Do I get advantage for being up high?
Well, yes, I would say, but it makes no difference. This time he does grab you by the waist, and he pulls you down off the horse, and you clatter to the ground, and you are now grappled on the ground. You manage to stand up because this doesn't knock you prone, but you are now on the ground being held there. And then he is going to use his other action to try and rip the shield from your hands. So, can you make another athletics check, please?
I really want this shield. Oh no.
There's almost a sense of loss as the shield is taken from you. So reduce your AC by 4.
Yep.
Wait, what?
And
I know. Yep.
And he turns up and says, "Got it!" But that'll end his turn. Ava, it's your go.
Well, those two can handle that. I'm gonna attempt to. I'm just gonna attack this guy in front of me. Attempt. Being a strong word. Oh, thank God.
That'll hit.
I can actually hit. Well, I hit
That will not.
once.
You deal a solid punch to his nose, and he's slowly chipping away, but he's harrying you. Burlock, it's your go.
Seeing that Warwick has been pulled off the horse, the shield's been taken. He's doing naughty things. He's taking my teammate's sword.
Yeah.
In a rage, I am going to reckless attack. Actually, I
Right.
don't need a reckless attack because am I still in advantage or is everything else moved?
I would
Yeah,
say
he's fine.
no. I would say no because he's grappling Warwick.
Okay,
so Warwick,
so I
Warwick's
will...
not currently threatening him, so
Okay.
this would just be. You would need
well,
to reckless.
Will we both be prone?
No, you're not. No, he's grappling you. You're both standing,
Yeah.
but he's grappling you,
Okay.
which means you're no longer threatening him.
Yep.
So
cool.
you do not grant the
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so that... And I will Warhammer him. With advantage.
That'll hit.
Yep. And did
and
you see this thing? He's aiming for him. He's aiming for the legs, trying to sweep him out, and he... Not to make him prone, but just to harry him a bit.
Yeah. This veteran is going to... He's going to step away from you, Ava. And he's going to grab the shield off his friend, off the other veteran. And you may take attack of opportunity if you wish to.
Bitch.
That'll hit. And he is going to grab it and he's going to run. So
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You do. 5,
Thank
10,
you.
15, 20,
Warwick
25,
should get attacks
30.
of opportunity.
Do I get
So,
an attack of
yeah.
opportunity as well?
You both. You do. Yes, you both do.
Thank you.
I
Okay.
get attack opportunity.
What do I have to roll for attack? This is standard.
Try and kill him. Oh,
13 will miss.
come on, Belloc.
I'm still reckless.
That will hit.
And I'm
He's looking bloodied now. You have
I'm
sentinel.
sentineling. Yes, I sentinel,
That's
so he
right.
doesn't
You
move.
do. You trip. You go for his legs, and he trips and stumbles to his knees, holding the shield. And he gets up, snarling. But that ends his turn. The
You're welcome.
Cambions, snarling, will turn his attention to you, Ava, and reach out towards you. Says, "Get me that shield." Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom's one of my good ones. Kinda.
They all say.
That'll succeed. Once again, you feel this influence trying to creep over your mind, but you're bloody Ava. They ain't gonna take control of you. You flip him the bird and settle down and focus for the fight ahead. And once again, he curses.
Give me that shield.
Yeah.
No.
Fallister is going to run forward here. He's going to run. What's his speed? 30. He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can make it there. Pulling out a scimitar, twirling it in his hand, and he's going to strike twice towards the guy who's grappling you, Warwick. And will miss both times with a natural 4 and 5. Goes towards it, but the scimitar strikes off the plate, the sort of chainmail armor on this guy, and to no effect. Ash, it's your go.
I look at the person up there and notice that he's not really doing anything that seems to be affecting anybody. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to shoot my ballista at the person over here to the south.
He will have.
He is.
If you,
prone.
unless you move, he will. He's not prone.
Oh.
I was flavoring it. You knocked him prone.
Okay.
He got up, and that finished his movement.
All right, fair enough.
You would have. He would, if, unless you move, he had 3/4 cover from being behind the horse.
If I move here, is that fine?
That'd be half cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So
They're-
about.
they're,
Move over one more.
they're already really hard to hit.
Did?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Alright, first ballista and just. Let's go. 18.
Yep. That'll definitely hit.
Yep.
And he is now looking very poorly.
And I'm also going to produce flame because why not? Let's see. Let's go. 24.
And with that, that's just what you needed. 2 simultaneous bolts of arcane energy, one blue, one red, spiral towards him, strike him both in the chest, and he falls backwards, and the shield, ting, 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 clatters to the ground, just behind you, Burlock.
And I do also flip the bird to the person flying and my turn. Seems good.
Join the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rhea is once again going to try and fire her heavy crossbow at this thing. And will miss. Expecting it now, with a flap of its wings, it flies up 5 feet, and the bolt soars underneath it. Warwick, it's your go. You're still grappled.
So I have to spend my entire go grappling.
You just cannot move. You can still attack, but you cannot move. Unless you can spend an action to break the grapple.
Is it a disadvantage to attack?
That is if you're being restrained, not grappled.
Okay. I can. Can I drop my weapon and reach for my halberd off the horse to use that?
I will say you can with a successful athletics check.
No, I'll just I'll use the sword.
Okay.
And yeah,
What side you got?
I've got
hands now?
two hands. Yeah, I do.
That'll still miss.
Oh,
Fighting against the grapple, you try and get a good striking with your sword, but he moves his head out of the way before it makes contact. This guy is now going to... he will release you from the grapple, and he'll turn around and he will take 2 swings at Burlock, who is standing in his way. With a 6, or 9 rather, and a 12.
Miss.
2 swings of the sword.
Actually, with advantage on both of those because I am
That is
reckless.
correct.
striking.
So the first strike misses because those 2 rolls. The second strike is going to be a 18.
Meets, so hits.
So you take 8 points of damage reduced to 4
Okay, so
as it cuts across your chest, but you barely feel it.
I look at him again and just smile and go.
Ava, it's your go.
So the shield's here.
It is in this space here.
Oh, that space there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. So I have to be in that space to grab it, do I?
Yes, I will say so.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move there, pick it up, then kind of stow it away a little bit. So I still got my hands free, and then move up and attack this dude.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Pile on.
Yeah. One of those combats.
no, it's not.
You hit once.
Don't I have advantage because of flanking?
You do. So yes, you would hit twice in that case. So that is going to be 17 total. 2 blows. He flinches twice.
He's still alive. Damn.
Yeah. These are beefy boys. Burlock, your go.
Seeing that the shield has been picked up, he's attacked me. I say turn-based fair play. Again, reckless, so with advantage.
You don't have to reckless.
I'm reckless in anyway.
Fair enough.
With an 18.
That'll hit.
With a 9 to hit.
Another
with 9.
9 points of damage. This guy is being beaten from on all sides, and in his go, he is going to turn around and strike twice at you, Ava, because
Yeah,
you're holding the
please miss.
shield.
I'm not. I'm not.
First one's going to be a 14. Second
Okay.
one's going to be a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
So you take 7 points of slashing damage.
I'm looking
As he
pretty hard.
Cuts at you twice.
Oof.
Don't forget, you got a healing potion if you need it.
Yeah, probably gonna have to use that on my tongue.
All right, the Cambions go. He is going to swoop down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Swoop down, and I'll say that is 40 feet of movement to reduce his height as well. And he will take out a wicked-looking spear and stab it towards you. With advantage because he's flanking.
Probably gonna take me down.
So is he
That's
now
it.
level?
Yes. He's now level,
swooped
and
in.
that will be a 18 to hit.
I technically have a shield on my back.
You are not proficient with shields, so you do not get its benefits.
Dang it. Dang it, that hits. That just hits.
So you
My
take
AC is 18.
5 points of piercing damage
I'm
The
down.
next one.
and 2 points of fire damage.
I'm down. I had 4
And with-
left.
And with that, he reaches down to your body, grabs the shield and will fly 20 feet straight up.
Is that all of his movement?
Yes. Fallister will he's going to focus on the guy in front of him.
If he has to enter the square to get the shield, because Ava had to enter the square to get the shield, does that
Yeah.
mean we get tax opportunities?
Only fair.
I'm going to say no.
Damn.
I say,
That-
I think.
Do you have your halberd equipped, or is it just your?
No, longsword.
Ah,
So Fallister's going to swing twice at the veteran and will hit once, and this will
I
drop
just
something.
got stabbed. Ava's not having a good week.
Ooh, good job, Fallister. That's going to be 8, 13, 15 points of damage. This veteran is looking really rough right now. Ash, it's your go.
okay. I can't put protector up, unfortunately. All right, I'm gonna assume that Ava will be fine. She'll be fine. I'm gonna shoot the guy flying in the air. Let's see. So force ballista.
Please hit.
24.
Thank
That'll
you.
hit. And finally, you strike a blow, crashing him in the shoulder, and he almost loses grip on the shield. But with a flap of his wings, he raises up.
Yep. And then I'm also going to. I really want to do this. Okay. You know what? I'm going to cast catapult on him. Or I'm gonna
Okay.
cast catapult on a rock, and I'm just gonna thunk. So catapult goes
Okay.
down.
You throw out your hand to one of the stones, a rock lying on the ground, and it levitates and flies off towards this guy. So roll a hit.
It's a
Oh,
dexterity.
it's a dex save.
Yes.
Right. That's gonna be a 9.
That is a fail.
So roll 3d8.
Yep. Plus R 3d8. If I had some kind of alchemist fire, this would be great. But
Nice.
16.
yeah, just
That is a good. Nope.
Yep.
This is a magical attack, so that will. Yay. You deal 2 blows and. But he's still flying up there. Rhea is once again going to shoot at him with her heavy crossbow, and will miss with a natural 1. The crossbow, ting! The string breaks. Fuck. And she that'll end her turn. Warwick, it's your go.
Again, seeing Ava on the ground, I just grab onto my necklace and tell that flying thing to stop. And let's see if we can have a there we go. Abjure enemy.
Okay.
That is will saving throw from him this time.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
He's tested ours. Let's see if he's got one.
That'll be a 3. So it freezes in midair, and it starts breathing heavily.
Okay,
This veteran-
He's frozen now. He was frozen until
This-
someone attacks him,
This veteran is going to
and I make sure that's
start
clear this time.
Scott's going to start looking around, and he is going to disengage, and is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to start running. Oh, but
Sentinel.
Sentinel still gets an attack because disengaging doesn't affect Sentinel.
That's right.
So you get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. With reckless, so
You do not get reckless on opportunity attacks.
Okay.
It's only on your
So
turn. So that's an
11.
11, which would miss.
All right.
Yeah, because reckless says on your turn you can choose to do reckless attacks.
Okay.
So you swing at him but miss, and he runs.
Does he have advantage because he was in an advantage situation beforehand, or is that not?
Didn't.
No.
No, because he would have
Hang on, wait a
taken
sec. Can you?
the attack opportunity
can
would have happened
Okay.
here.
Gotcha. Yes,
So-
true.
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Can
Sorry
you
for
just
questioning.
quickly press the thing to put the reckless rules in the chat? Is
Yeah,
that Miss
I'll do that now.
Rachel? Just because I'm pretty sure, isn't it? It's on your turn. You can choose to activate it, which he did, and I think it lasts until his next
I
turn.
don't think so.
During this turn,
Yeah, so it's not this turn.
First attack on
when you make your first attack on your turn, you can start to attack recklessly. Gives you advantage in immediate attack rolls using strength during this turn.
Yeah, so it's this turn, so it was an
on,
advantage.
on your turn. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't my turn yet.
Okay.
He's
Just
not
checking.
really the damage now. He's disengaged. He's running out of name concern now.
Ava, it's your turn.
Death save.
Make a death save.
Give you like
Okay.
a million temporary.
Albert pass. One pass.
Pass.
Burlock, it's your turn.
Good. If it was one more, then it could have been a critical. So,
I can't reach the the assailant, so I use my turn. I pop out one of my potions of healing and forces it down Ava's throat.
All right. Roll 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. So you get 7 hit points,
You get 7 hit points back.
okay, it's better than nothing.
and I use one of my healing potions. All right.
Cambion's turn. Looking down at you, Warwick, he kind of starts to breathe heavy. Then he traces holding the shield, traces a few arcane symbols in the air, and suddenly, he's gone. And the veteran, he's still running, and Fallister will take out a knife, throw it, and yep, that'll hit. And like that, the veteran falls down, but the shield is gone.
Oh well.
Ava kind of like sits up and she looks around. They gone?
Gone. Sure. But looking over at Warwick.
Ash, you make an Arcana check.
Sure.
I casually finally tend to Ava.
You've done a bit of research on different planes,
Yeah.
given your heritage. You recognize that the Cammy just cast the plane shift spell.
Oh, that's very, very annoying. All right, he's gone. I tell everyone he's gone. It's not possible to track him down. But I walk over to Warwick and I just kind of look at him and say, "Excuse me,
Yep.
what the hell was that?"
They wanted the shield, apparently. We just got robbed by something a bit more powerful than highway robbers.
Oh yeah, but what's with the shield is the question.
Why would they want it?
Exactly.
It was made of gold, so that's maybe something.
Oh no.
I seriously doubt that's the reason.
That thing that just attacked us was some kind of devil, demon, whatever.
Oh yeah. Kind of noticed that part.
Yes, but the spell it casts at the very end is a very, very dangerous spell. Only the best magic users can probably cast it. What is that shield? What was that shield?
Question is, who was that shield?
What?
Huh?
I'm sorry?
And that's not as... I can't really go much further than that.
You're saying it was a creature? Had a
Celestial?
celestial.
Imprisoned?
in the shield.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell us?
No one
Thoughts
asked.
exactly.
Well,
And I didn't know much more about it anyway.
well, whatever. They have the shield now. It doesn't matter. Let's get to Candlekeep.
Wait, but it must have
We're
been
robbed.
important.
Well, as I said, all I knew was celestial. They didn't give me a name. Could speak telepathically. But told me I was imprisoned.
Would have been nice to know. But it's probably just another thing. Remember in the bathhouse when people attacked us for the treasure before? It's probably just that. Similar. More cultists, more things like that. It's out of our hands now, so there's nothing we can do about it.
So now they want the celestial for them. Maybe torture it further.
Well,
Oh. You just hear this Burlock just thinking, oh shh. Talks to Raya about the I always want to say traveler. Because Destiny. It's the passenger, isn't it? The companion.
Companion.
Was the
that his-
companion a celestial?
Don't think so.
Yeah. How?
Do you ever consider the possibility that, I mean, if it was, I couldn't help notice that the shape of that shield had a rather frightening visage on it.
If you were
You ever
imprisoned
considered
in
that
a
perhaps
shield, it would be scary as well. That would be your
if you
face.
if you were imprisoned in a shield, do you think you might also be could possibly be a liar?
But why would you be a liar if you're imprisoned in a shield? If you're a celestial, why would you be a liar?
could be
Design
ugly
it.
celestial.
But could they channel the energy from the shield to, well, do to Baldur's Gate what they did to her home city?
I've got no idea.
Did we just hand in the firing pin?
I don't think so.
How did they make the companion anyway? Wasn't the companion holy energy? How was it made?
This is precisely what we're trying to find out, because it's clearly related to that there was a demonic incursion in El Terrell, and in our time of greatest need, Thavius came forth and brought forth the existence of this companion. And it was always a mystery. And when he was asked, he said it was an old and ancient ritual. But
It is a shame someone lopped his head off.
he'd already told us everything he could.
He didn't know anything else.
But this contract could provide some insight. The one in that box.
I think what we have to do now is
If
get
I'd
the
kept him
candle
alive,
key.
if I'd kept him alive, there's no guarantee what if he's truly as in deep as to sacrifice an entire city, there'd probably be people to set him free. I couldn't take that risk.
I think knowing what we know now is we get to Candlekeep as soon as possible. Get information, save the city.
And find the shield.
Well,
hopefully. If it's possibly far, far away by now.
Well, dangerous magics.
Hey, Warwick. We got your card.
I know, isn't it great?
It's fantastic.
Although I did feel like blowing it all up. But everyone seemed to just get in the way.
Shield for a cart? It's a great deal.
No, I'd rather the shield.
I don't know what we're gonna do with all these horses, though.
Yeah.
Sure, there are stables and Candlekeep we keep them at.
Eating them's not very good, but it's nutritious.
Not in the middle of a war. Don't think we need to eat anything. That's taking us places. How long left do we have till Candlekeep?
We'll be there by this evening. I'm sure of it.
All right. Let's go.
Invest again. Loot the bodies. See if there's anything interesting on them. Any way that we can actually determine where they came from or where they will go.
You do loot the bodies, and you see. You don't. They have their long sword, and they have this sort of chainmail armor on them, but nothing to give away any sort of allegiance or society or anything such as that.
Right.
You find on each of them, a total of 9 gold between the both of them.
I kind of like drag their bodies off to the side of the road. Oh,
Professionals.
It's more fun to actually have them in the middle of the road, though.
yeah.
Fun for
but-
who?
For the next people that have come across them.
Oh.
Then they got to wonder who they
Yeah.
were and what, like,
Do you
there's some
wanna-
purpose in
wanna
life.
Spice up their journey, spice up their trip. No, just throw them to the side. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
You trudge on forward, somewhat crestfallen at the loss of your lovely shield, but
It's okay, I
push
got a
forward with
wagon.
intent. In your wagon, you've cleared it out of hay and are taking a rest from the uncomfortable riding of the horses until you turn into a fork on the road and head towards the sea. And before you see the following building. Oops, wrong button. You see this grand building. It's almost a city built into the cliffside, rising towers, griffins flying in and out. You have arrived at Candlekeep. And that is where we'll end today's session.
I want to
Okay.
point out the ship in the city.
That's moored. Oh, yes. No,
It's not
that
moored,
is,
that's
yes.
in the city. Just wanted to
That
point
is in
one
the
out.
city. Yeah. This is an eccentric place.
No, really?
I can tell.
Wait. This
That's
isn't a
cool,
candle.
It's a space station.
That's no moon.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah, it's totally a ship. Well, that was a easy come, easy go, and yeah, oh well.
Oh.
Ooh.
Worrying about it that much.
Oh.
I'm tired. Cute. So that's the end of the session. We'll be back next week. We'll do our outros. We'll find a place to raid. Thank you everyone for coming in and visiting and watching. We enjoy putting on these shows, and like we don't even know each other's backgrounds, so we're learning things about each other's characters. Like when a background comment is dropped, we're learning for the first time as well. So the reactions you're getting on screen are the first reactions we're getting from everyone's backstories and stories, and when they start to unfold. And
mean,
although you guys have,
I know Bertlock's background.
you do.
And Bertlock knows mine, so
But the viewers get to know those the moments where everyone but one person gets take their headsets off. So you get a little bit more information about everything going on, where we don't know stuff going on with each other, like the shield. So yeah. Thank you, JJ Dunes. Thank you for joining the Goblin Cave. We need more goblins to fight off the evil kobolds that keep on destroying our studio. So thank you for the follow.
Kobolds are misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Goblins are best in caves.
Kobolds are best in general.
Oh, I didn't know we're spitting bars here.
Oh, don't taunt the DM.
The fight.
Bro, you lost your
where's
shield.
the popcorn?
Gremlin fight.
So
That's a little
yeah,
hot.
we'll do our outros. We'll do we'll find someone to raid. But goblins or kobolds? Well, for myself, I'm a big fan of goblins, and Sky's definitely a massive fan of kobolds.
We've got on our channel we've got a corner gremlin.
Ooh.
That's what we call it's what we call Talia because she's sitting in the corner, but on stream and modding the stuff.
Yep. Always on the screen. Yep. So we'll do outros. We'll start with we'll start with Miss Live Producer. Can do your stuff and.
Yep. Okay. Well, I'm Mr. Producer. I have been playing Burlock Ungard, the Dwarven Barbarian, and you can catch me every weeknight at about 10 p.m. over at Twitch TV. Sorry, I just saw the comment. The Twitch TV at Mr. Live Producer. I've just hit 1K followers, so I have to now do a unicorn rebranding.
Yay.
And
My
I do
Little
a lot
Pony.
mostly
Oh,
via
My Little
My
Unicorn.
Little Pony. My Little Unicorn. I never thought I'd get there. But anyway, so Ava. Emmy, sorry. Oh, my brain's all short.
Hi, I'm Emmy Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emmy. I play Ava, the human monk, and this has been fun. Ava's dream. Fun.
No.
So
Totally not going to go check that out when I'm doing editing.
no, don't look at it.
No.
And it's right near an
Cut it
edit
out.
point too.
But
No.
I would have been really, really upset if Ava died.
You
I'm
almost
getting
died
really
twice.
attached. I know.
Once to a
I'm
box.
making a point of it. I'm making a point of it.
It's almost as if you've created a reckless character
I
that
know.
has repercussions.
Yeah, I know.
It's like that is the one. It came to me like during this fight. The one downside to the alert ability is if you're not surprised, but the rest of your party are, you charge in, but then there's no one there to back you up. So you.
Ava doesn't care. She'll
And
just charge
Ava's
in
got-
anyway.
And Ava's got the most movement as well, so we can't even catch up, which we found out in the Dead 3.
That is true.
Yeah. She's got, I think currently she's got like 40. And it's only going to get more and more as she levels up.
Mm-hmm.
You got lucky. You resist. You got that inspiration roll. Really saved that. I mean, that was.
I've been hanging on to
lucky.
that since game 3
Yeah.
or round 3, round 4.
Because that's where Cambions get nasty, is when you have to fight for them.
Hmm. Especially since
Yeah.
I was already raging at that point.
Yep.
You don't want to fight a. Anyway.
Yeah, Ava enjoys the glory.
Yeah.
She's got no self-respect.
But either way,
Do you want to do an after
where can we
show?
find you normally?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
We got sidetracked there.
You can normally find me over on twitch.tv/gathering of nerds, where we normally play D&D, but we're currently doing board game nights while we can't meet up, and there's different things.
And Vampire as well.
Yeah, and we are also running Vampire the Masquerade as a Brisbane by night, which
I
is
still find it
on
hilarious.
Tuesday, so the day before this one. So
Yeah.
it's fun. Oh no, not the day before, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Tuesday's Australian time.
Where if you're watching our channel when we do the
It's
Goblin
Thursday.
Lord show, we usually raid them, so they pretty much start just almost when we finish. But yes,
Yeah,
one way of
Yes.
putting it. Will.
that's a better way of putting it.
Hey guys, I've been playing Ash, the Fire Genasi Artificer. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of stuff's been happening. Ash is very grumpy pants, but it's okay. And that's not really a good thing to say. Yeah, and yeah, you can find me on Twitch at FallenHS. I play mostly Hearthstone Battlegrounds, the card game. And yeah, I stream every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before this stream, and Friday. So no Tuesdays, no Thursdays, no Saturdays. I'm usually up around 1 p.m. PST. And yeah, you can come hang out, come chill. It's really fun. We just kind of screw around most of the chat. Yeah, that's it for me.
And finally, Sky.
Hi, I've been Scablou Shinx, aka Marco. I've been your dungeon master for tonight. check me out on Twitter at SkyBlueShinks. Check me out on SoundCloud at SkyBlueShinks. I had a new track I uploaded earlier this week towards the end of last week, which was a commission, which was a sort of heavy metal doom style track meets an orchestral addition. I'm really proud of it. It's really cool how it came out. So go give that a listen. And then while you're there, listen to everything else I've done, because there's a lot of music there.
Yeah.
And tune in next week to see what awaits in this scholastic library.
And see if I can get my shield back. 'Cause
Rainbow.
I don't think you're getting that back.
I want it
anytime
back. It's my shield. I claimed it. It's mine.
Did you have your name written on a little Sharpie pen on the back of it,
It
saying
wouldn't-
if Philosophy's Return 2?
It wouldn't let me. Like, I tried, but it just said
Aw.
no. I just wouldn't know. So we're going to be rating proficiency bonus. Our outro stuff, our outro music is going to be from Syrinscape, Descent into Avernus. They've got their own Descent into Avernus sound sets, which are amazing. And this is the Hellscape with grim music. So thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for the follow. And we'll be back next week for possibly some interesting stuff.
More Saints and Sinners. So
so-
next week will be really interesting, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There'll be there'll be
Really,
stuff.
really
Surprise!
interesting. Today,
Surprise.
today was a kind of like halfway chill. Let's
Yeah.
low
That
and
was
next
chill.
week.
It was the in between.
It was the in between.
Transition.
Yeah.
Next week.
First episode
Alright.
of season 2. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be season 2. But anyway, after the credits, that's when we're going to do our raid. So please check out Proficiency Bonus. They're doing Water Deep as well. So yeah, stick around for that. Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.